Yo, pana, from de la masa, nigga.
Feel like the one, feeling is stuck. This ain't no rock, that's diamond in the cup. Light on my shoulders, I'm getting them rough. Money don't fold up, I feel like Pac in the tub. Showered in gold chains, knots on me. They got the slices, I stay with the block of cheese. Broccoli pressure, boy cost me 43. Ay, I stay in my lane, don't fuck with no one. Fuck with no one. Whoa. If you mad, hold your horses, I'm still going up. You cannot stop it, just sit back and watch it. I pull up in different whips, yeah, I got options. Don't play with that sneak dissing, boy, you childish. They see me in person, they wanna talk about it. I feel like I'm, who you feel like? I feel like I'm pocking the tub with the chains on. Whole lot of gold. They want me to turn it down, I gotta stay on. And never go out, we ain't dimming the lights, no. Going out like their bikes, 12 o'clock. Everybody eating over here, having more than one bite. Only the team get to play. Why? Only the team get to stay. Yeah. Silver spoon where they were with me. Dogs aggressive like they never ate. I was too quiet on the other side. Where they at? But I know they ain't plotting. Fuck with me, you die. No, I ain't playing. Tell them.
Yo. What's going on, y'all? I'm gonna let a few more people get up in here, man. This is Mazuma TV. Shout out to the nation. Shout out to the mob. We in the building for sure. There ain't no doubt. I hope everybody had a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive day. We got some things we need to talk about. Before I get into that, let me shout out to the chat real quick, man. Shout out to my boy Notes, first one in, last one out. Shout out to the homie J Cash, Slime Way, Southpaw. He said hit that like button on the way in or I'm spraying y'all block up. Y'all heard the man. The legend, Southpaw. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to the big homie. Lil Cruz. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to my boy Southpaw with the $2 super chat. He said stop playing with him. MTV. Shout out to my boy, man, for sure. Definitely in the building. Ain't no doubt. Let me see what's going on, because it's not showing me. I don't know what's up with this StreamYard shit, bro. Like, it won't tell me exactly how many people is on live or anything like that. Nah, Slime, I ain't gonna do you like that, man. I ain't gonna do you like that, dog. We good. Let me refresh this real quick. It's not telling me how many viewers I got. Hold up. All right, we straight. Yeah, we back. Nah, he was saying that, like, he the king of New York, Philly, Chicago, all that crazy stuff, bro. We wasn't on that. I said, I'm going to tell my boy Southpaw you said that. He was like, no, don't tell Southpaw, please. I was like, man, whatever. My boy J Cash in the building, he said, hit the like on the way in or Rolly is going to smash your sister raw, no protection. That's wild. That's crazy as hell. Shout out to the boy Southpaw for sure, though. We got a couple things we gonna talk about. We really gonna sit down and talk to this boy AJ, man. We definitely gonna need this conversation. It's something that really need to be spoken about because a lot of people clown AJ. A lot of people know that he a scary dude, but a lot of people don't really point out how mentally weak this man is. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that don't really keep up with Anthony Joshua like that or don't keep up with boxing in general, he's a former unified heavyweight champion of the world from the UK, Olympic gold medalist. And he was making a lot of noise when he was coming up. You know what I mean? He got some good wins. He got Vladimir Klitschko under his belt. He avenged his loss against Andy Ruiz, which is a good win. He fought Joseph Parker, who was former world champion. You know, he got some good names. I think he fought he was a drug cheat, but Alexander Povetkin. Also, I forgot this dude's name. Another European dude, man. He was I'm not sure, but he ended up knocking him out too. He was an older dude. Yeah, all that type stuff. You know what I mean? But Anthony Joshua, ever since he's lost to Andy Ruiz, he's never recovered. Not from a physical standpoint, but from a mental standpoint. You could tell that he was confident coming up. There were even instances where he got hurt, like in the first Dillian White fight, he got rocked pretty bad, but his confidence remained. and he was able to get the finish, which was impressive to me. You know what I mean? At that particular time. And I was really looking forward to seeing him fight Deontay Wilder because I knew that was the next big fight in the heavyweight division. But since he's lost to Andy Ruiz, it seems like he's a shell of his former self from a mental aspect. You know what I mean? And for those who don't really keep up, for those that's not really involved in the sport of boxing, um, your mental aspect is just as strong as your physical aspect in boxing. If not, your mental is the most important thing to have in boxing. If you're not confident in your abilities, if you're not confident in your preparation, there's a good chance that it's going to show in the ring. You're not going to look too good. You know what I'm saying? And Anthony Joshua, he just seems like his mental is all over the place. He's not really sure of himself as he once was. He's saying weird things that I'm about to pull up right now and show you for myself. You know what I mean? To give you my interpretation of what he's saying. And then he's doing things like being in a dark room, and he was in a dark room for 4 days with no technology, just him and his thoughts. Like, it is really weird stuff that he really gets into to try to prove to himself that he could prove to himself that he's mentally strong or mentally capable of doing something. You know what I mean? Whenever you hear Anthony Joshua talk about things, he always talks about pushing his mental somewhere. And usually when people continuously talk about something, it's usually because it's something that's just stuck in their subconscious, or is it something they really insecure about? You know what I mean? I just feel like Anthony Joshua is a very insecure dude. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what I think about him. And I think this is why he tries to avoid Deontay Wilder at all costs, because he understands that's a bad stylistic matchup for him. It's a strong likelihood he may lose. And he's not confident in his abilities of beating Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? And this is a guy that he's been that himself, Eddie Hearn, has been attaching their names to for a very long time, to try to get some clout behind their name. They just did it when he fought this dude, Robert Helenius. You know what I mean? They kept on saying Deontay Wilder's next, Deontay Wilder's next. He ends up knocking out Helenius right after the fight. He's talking about doing one more fight. Then doing one more fight before the Wilder fight. Oh, they're going to fight in December. And all of a sudden, they want to push it back to February. And, bro, the ducking just continuously goes on. And it's going to be a situation where both of these guys are going to be washed and probably going to end up fighting each other. You know what I mean? I'm a huge Deontay Wilder fan, but I'm not going to sit here and act like he has all the time in the world to be in a great space in this fight with Anthony Joshua. Like I said, boxing is a small window. And as these days and years go on, that window gets smaller and smaller, and eventually that motherfucker closes. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's gonna end up being like one of them Kell Brook and Amir Khan situations. Kell Brook and Amir Khan was a big fight that was supposed to be made for the UK. It was a huge fight. That fight would have sold like crazy, man. While they were both in their peak. But unfortunately, both of these guys had ended up fighting each other when they didn't have much to give to the sport anymore. Amir Khan retired after that, and I believe Kell Brook retired as well. They retired together. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you know they both like was done and out the pretty much out the welterweight division. They both fought each other, and the winner and the loser retired at the same time. That's how over-marinated that fight was, and by the time we got that fight, it was nothing that we really expected it to be. You know what I mean? But let's get back to Anthony Joshua, man. Let's talk about, he did a recent interview with the, I ain't even going to say the name of it because it's a pause, for real, but British boxing, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let y'all put out the acronym out there. I'm not going to put it out there because, like I said, it's a pause. But maybe the picture will have the source, and then y'all can talk about it from there. But here's a few things that they highlighted from his interview. Now, let me see. Which one is it? Let's talk about, I think he addressed the whole situation where he had like this temper tantrum against Alexander Usyk and was throwing the belts and just acting a fool. He ended up addressing that. Let's pull that up right now. He says, let me see. Let me see. It's not even like, bro, I don't understand why it's doing this, bro. All right, let me see if it'll show. Let's see if it shows right here. Okay, it shows it right here on my screen. He said, this is from Anthony Joshua. Look at the source right there, and that's exactly why I say it's a pause. You know what I'm saying? But he says, so I threw them, referring to the belts, because that's what I felt like. I grabbed the mic, I addressed the crowd. Could I have done it better? Of course I could have. I finished a 12-round fight. I felt frustrated and annoyed. I knew I was out of the title race. You know what I'm saying? This is what that's Anthony Joshua's explanation for why he had that little titty attack on stage after losing to Alexander Usyk. You know what I'm saying? This is something that a lot of people were confused about as to why like he was doing the most. And I understand you lost the fight, but then he went on to ask Alexander Usyk, how did you beat me? How did you beat me? Alexander, like, bro, like, chill out, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was just a better man. Like, it ain't that serious. You know what I mean? That he took Usyk's belts and tossed them. You know what I'm saying? And the ending to this quote right here is pretty important. You know what I'm saying? Because he says, I knew I was out of the title race. You know what I mean? Which means that he knew that he wasn't going to be in contention for them belts for this moment and probably for a long time or ever. You know what I mean? So, you know, I understand that perspective because it's like, damn, I lost back to back, and now it's going to be a little while before I get opportunities for these belts, or I might not get this opportunity again. So I understand why he's frustrated from that aspect, but in all honesty, I'm probably digging a little too deep into the situation. But what I honestly believe was those belts that he had were the only sense of security that he had in himself. You know what I'm saying? I think those belts is what gave him the little bit of confidence that he had left over. You know what I mean? That's what I personally believe. I think that's exactly what happened. He was like, all right, I lost against Andy Ruiz. I might question my chin. I might question my abilities after this fight, but nonetheless, I'm still the heavyweight champion of the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm still the heavyweight champion of the world. Yo, let me know if y'all can hear me, man. Let me know if y'all can hear me, because now, like, I don't know what's going on with this. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with this live, but now it's not even showing it on my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? It's not even showing my video anymore. So let me know if y'all can hear me, man. Type me up, son, in the comments real quick to let me know, because I don't even think it's refreshing my comments anymore. All right. Yeah, for some reason, it's just not allowing me to see anything. But we good now. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to No, shout out to Slime. But I think them belts were his only sense of security, in all honesty, man. He was like, all right, well, I might not have the chin that I thought I had. I might not be as good as I thought I was, but I was able to get my belts back. I'm still the heavyweight champion of the world, right? So typically, like in that Andy Ruiz fight, after he lost, he made the adjustments in the rematch and he was able to win. So I guess he thought after that Alexander Usyk defeat that he was going to make the adjustments necessary. That's why he's going to all these different coaches. And then he ended up going Robert Garcia or whatever. He had a whole team of trainers. And he automatically assumed that he was going to be able to bounce back from that first loss like he did against Andy. But it ended up working out in his favor because Alexander Usyk just has that man's number. You know what I mean? Instead of using his physical attributes against Usyk and, you know, just being the bigger, stronger fighter and using that to his advantage, he tried to play a chess match with Usyk, and it just didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? So once he realized that he wasn't able to obtain those belts anymore, now he doesn't have anything that's going to uphold his confidence. So as a result, this man has rage within him, his insecurity shows, and he can't control himself. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I believe happened with Anthony Joshua in that particular situation. Like I said, I could be overanalyzing things. Maybe I could be digging too deep because I really don't like Anthony Joshua, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He definitely fought scared in that second fight, Notes. But You got to understand, that was his first time getting knocked out. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, even in that second fight, every time him and Andy got in an exchange, it seemed like Andy would get the best of it and it would discourage Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? So Andy Ruiz already had that man heart. You know what I'm saying? He already had took that man heart, but because he lacked on his part in preparation for that fight and just getting too comfortable, he beat himself that night. You know what I'm saying? He beat himself that night, hands down. Yo, there's 8 people in the building, man. Let me get a when y'all step in, please give me a like, man. Let's get 8 likes to get the algorithm up. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, man. Shout out to the nation. Shout out to the mob. But as we continue to go into this interview, they continue to ask him questions, and then he says something else that stood out to me more than anything. This was the main thing that stood out to me, and it pretty much confirms everything that I believed about Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? So this is the next one right here. I believe it's like a similar format, but it's a different picture and a different quote. This comes from IFL TV as well. Shout out to them. And this one is, let me see right here. All right, this is Anthony Joshua's quote. He said, "From where I began to going on to achieving, it's never enough. Will he ever be 3-time champion of the world? It's just too much. Maybe I should stop if I can't deal with it." You know what I'm saying? So this, I don't know exactly how y'all interpret this quote, but it speaks a lot to me. And like I said, if you ever want to know how somebody feels or what they're thinking exactly, just let them talk. They're gonna tell you if you let them talk enough, man. If you keep your mouth closed and your ears open, it'll reveal a lot about the person and what's going on in their conscience. You know what I'm saying? He says, "From where I began to going on to achieving, it's never enough." So I think he's referring to what the fans demand from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he says that he pretty much came a long way, and that still doesn't satisfy anybody. Or he could be talking about him being an overachiever. Like, all right, I understood I did all this, but this wasn't enough for me. He could be taking that approach as well. Then he goes on to say, will he ever be 3-time world champion? No, well, 3-time champion of the world. So he's speaking from a perspective as if he's one of the fans that are asking questions about him. So he got to be talking about the fans never satisfied with how much he's accomplished so far. Will he ever be 3-time champion of the world? It's just too much. So he's telling you right now that they asking too much of him, man. They asking too much of him. He's showing weakness right here. You know what I'm saying? And then the last sentence is probably the most important one. He says, maybe I should stop if I can't deal with it. So he's telling you right now that he's crumbling under the expectation of the fans. He's crumbling under that pressure. You know what I'm saying? Instead of actually believing that he could do this, he's telling you right now that he cannot handle what the demand is of him. He cannot live up to the expectations that the fans put on him. He's letting you know right now he cannot deal with this. You know what I'm saying? He cannot deal with what they're asking of him. And this is exactly why I've always thought Anthony Joshua was weak from a mental aspect. He's a strong dude, you know what I'm saying? He lift on weights. You know what I'm saying? He get busy on the bench press or whatever. He could squat. He could do all these things. He could be a physical specimen. This dude could look like he could have the most perfect physique ever. But guess what? All that for no reason, because this man is extremely insecure, about as insecure as they get. And he does not believe in himself and what he's able to accomplish. Okay, he's a 2-time unified heavyweight champion of the world. We know this. But he's always lacked in the mental department ever since he's lost to Andy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? He's never been able to come back from this situation. DOG 215, shout out to the homie. 215, that's Philly. Much love. He says, Wilder got him crumbling. Yeah, definitely. You could tell that he has some sense of fear towards Deontay Wilder as well. And Deontay Wilder is aware of that. I'm sure he's been aware of it for a long time. It seems like Anthony Joshua's energy changes up whenever whenever Deontay Wilder's name is addressed to him during interviews or media scrums, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's apparent. I know exactly why. I know exactly why, because Anthony Joshua questions his ability to take a punch, and Deontay Wilder is the hardest puncher in boxing right now. And he sees exactly what Deontay Wilder does whenever he comes in contact with his opponent with his right hand. And I don't think he wants anything like that. You know what I mean? Next Gen Combat Sports TV. Shout out to the homie. He said, I don't think he could really move on if he don't get that trilogy with Ruiz. The problem is I don't think he wants that trilogy with Andy Ruiz. They could have easily handled that. You know what I'm saying? They could have easily went about that because Andy Ruiz wanted it. He understood that he messed up. He understood that he got too comfortable and that he didn't take his camp seriously, firing trainers and all types of stuff. So I'm sure that he'll come in extremely focused with this fight. He's been calling out Anthony Joshua recently, but they don't want to look in his direction. I think they're like, all right, man, we got our lick back, and that's just as far as we going to take it. You know what I mean? Even if the score tied 1-1, I think he's just satisfied with knowing that he was the one with the most recent victory. I don't think he'll look at Andy Ruiz's direction again. I don't think he really wants to relive them moments. You know what I mean? Because I think there's a strong chance Andy Ruiz might do something to that man. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. You know, she said Andy Ruiz might win. Yeah, that's very likely, especially with this state of mind that Anthony Joshua is in right now. Because, like I said, boxing is a good portion of how you perform mentally. If you're in a mentally weak spot, there's a strong chance you may perform horribly. If you're in a great spot mentally, there's a great chance you'll perform well. You know what I'm saying? So these little quotes that I'm saying, I did not see the exact interview, but just reading these quotes, he's telling you exactly what his problem is right here. Like I don't know if any top caliber champion would say something like this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should stop if I can't deal with it. So maybe that means he's considering it. So he's considering stopping. He's considering retiring if he can't keep up with what the people are asking of him. You know what I mean? And when you are a top level fighter, of course, people are going to hold you to put you on a pedestal. You know what I mean? Of course, they're going to expect a lot from you. Like LeBron James, they expect a lot out of him. You know why? Because he calls himself the chosen one. He's been performing at a high level since 2003. You know what I'm saying? This man is in his late 30s now. You know what I'm saying? And they ask a lot from this man. And I don't ever recall ever hearing LeBron James say, "Oh man, I'm about to just stop playing basketball because they asking too much of me." You know what I'm saying? No, he gets on the floor. He continues playing at a high level. You know why? Because although a lot of people say LeBron James may be mentally weak, he has faced as much adversity in his career. He's faced more adversity in his career than a lot of these dudes that we consider great. And he's remained resilient the entire time. Whether I like LeBron or not, I got to give that man his credit. You know what I'm saying? So this dude, Anthony Joshua right here, bro, he's shattered mentally. You know what I mean? I think he's one good loss away from just hanging it up completely from the sport and just going on to do other things, man, because it just seems like he's not mentally fit at this point to perform at a high level. This is what I personally think. I think Deontay Wilder is aware of this, and this is why we're going to transition on to a different article. Now, shout out to Boxing Scene for this article. This is something that Deontay Wilder has said during an interview with Blue Blood Sports TV. Shout out to Blue Blood for the content. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him for the interview, for getting that interview in. Deontay Wilder said a few things during that interview that's going viral right now, but we just going to speak on this article from Boxing Scene. You know what I mean? And this is a quote from Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? But before I get into that, the boy DOG215, he says, why you think Eddie speaks for him? To hide his weaknesses. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think that some fighters, they shouldn't even be on these microphones speaking. You know what I mean? Because they're not media trained. They're not really aware of what they're saying. And I don't think they really know what to avoid saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Deontay Wilder mentioned about fighting in the UFC or whatever, but he's mentioned that before. I remember him saying that on 78 Sports TV that he or was it was either Trill Boxing Talk or 78 Sports TV, where he said that he'll fight Ngannou in the octagon. You know what I mean? And for some reason, I think that Deontay Wilder is that gangster. That he would do that. I genuinely believe he would do something like that because unlike Anthony Joshua, he's confident in himself and his abilities. And he's twisted enough to believe that he may have a chance in mixed martial arts. You know what I mean? So shout out to Deontay Wilder for the little crazy headlines he be putting out there. That boy, he definitely a warrior. You know what I mean? That ain't no doubt. But let's get into. There's 15 people in the building, man. Shout out to the nation, man. Shout out to the mob for the support. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, man. We in the building for sure. Bro, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this StreamYard, bro. I swear, bro. I don't know what's going on, why it doesn't allow me to fucking see my own like viewers or anything like that. But you know, we just gonna keep grinding. It is what it is, bro. It's not even showing me like the top of my jaw. All right. I think he gonna stand up with guys as soon as they're in the octagon. They gonna shoot for a takedown. They not stupid. Yeah, they're extremely aware of Deontay Wilder and the power that he possesses, and I think they'll be really dumb to sit there and try to box with Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? Because there's a likelihood he may shoot that right hand with 4-ounce gloves, and I don't think anybody wants to take a right hand from Deontay Wilder in 4-ounce gloves. That's just what I personally believe. Nate Diaz just called him out like an hour ago. Called out who? Wilder? Wilder? Can't be Wilder. Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? I think if Wilder did UFC, he'd have to be at 205. A real UFC heavyweight would just maul him. Yeah, and I think Wilder will make 205 quite easily. You know what I mean? Because he does weigh in at like 212. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't even think Wilder even cuts weight. So I think if he were to cut 7 pounds from that 212 he usually walks in at, I think he'll be fine. Nate Diaz need to sit his ass down somewhere and stop trying to challenge somebody who could really hurt this man. You could take punches from no welterweight dudes. You could take them punches from a Jake Paul. You're not taking no punch from Deontay Wilder. I guarantee you that. You know what I mean? You need to stick to your weight class and what you got going on. Because as far as I'm concerned, you've been released from the UFC, so you need to figure out what you're gonna do next. You know what I'm saying? You lost to a Disney Channel actor, bro. Cut it out. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. That's the reality of the situation. But let's get into Deontay Wilder's quote on Boxing Scene. Deontay Wilder goes out and says this right here. Let me make sure I can see this pretty clearly. He says, I just don't know what's up with Joshua. Maybe I'm going to have to go to England and sit down with him on some real man shit. I don't want him to feel like I have anything against him, but I know he's afraid of me. Joshua, me and you is the biggest fight in the world, bro. What are you doing? I really want to talk to that dude. Wilder said. So this is the lengths that Deontay Wilder has to do to get a conversation with Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? This is the lengths he has to go. This man has to fly across the globe to get a response from this man. This is crazy, bro. Deontay Wilder has been trying to make this fight for so long, and they've come up with every single excuse to not fight him. They want $50 million. I'm not gonna sell my soul. I'm not gonna sell my soul for $50 million. After you requested $50 million, you goofy. Don't act like we forgot about this situation. You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality of it. You know what I mean? You guys ducked this fight left and right. You had Shelly Finkel trying to make fights with Eddie Hearn. Meanwhile, Eddie Hearn disrespected Shelly, calling him Shirley Winkle and all this crazy stuff. Just blatantly disrespecting the businessman behind the scenes in hopes that these guys wouldn't want to make this fight with you anymore because you're being unprofessional. You know what I mean? But Deontay Wilder has been on AJ's coattail for a long time, man. For a long time. This man says he's going to have to fly out to England and sit down with you on some grown man shit. Yo, I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was a time, I forgot exactly who Anthony Joshua was fighting, but um the channel out in the UK, I forgot. I think Sky Sports had hired Deontay Wilder to commentate for that fight. And once AJ got the word that Anthony Joshua was commentating for that fight, and was gonna possibly step in the ring afterwards to call him out, they said he had a whole fit about it. They said he had a whole fit about it, and he didn't want Deontay Wilder commentating during his bout. This was something that was put out there publicly. I don't know if it was Joshua who exactly said it or his team, Eddie Hearn. I don't know who, but somebody did not allow Deontay Wilder to commentate during his bout or even have a possibility of coming in the ring and calling him out. This is how much they blatantly try to duck Deontay Wilder. They don't want any type of confrontation at all. They don't even want their fighter to be face to face with Deontay Wilder. They don't need. It's like they try to low key put a restraining order on Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be this amount of feet away. You can't get that. Nah, you ain't gonna get close to AJ, boy. You know, no, you ain't gonna get close to AJ, boy. So you better keep your 50 feet and stay your ass back there, because you know AJ not dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what it looks like, bro. It's just a sad situation that Deontay Wilder is saying this. And on some real talk, bro, I really hope that these guys end up running into each other, whether they're in Saudi or whatever, because Deontay Wilder's been doing a lot of business with he's been attempting to do business with them people out in Saudi, because they putting up a lot of money and they directly doing business with the fighters. And you know, Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn have been talking about attempting to do business with them as well. So yeah. What you think AJ reaction was when Wilder said that he flying to England? I think that he clapped his face, he clapped his hands on his face like Macaulay Culkin. That's what I think happened. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I think happened. I think that he was like, "Oh no," while he was sipping his tea. He was like, "Oh no, bruv, I have to leave the UK, bruv. The bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder's coming. He's coming to the UK. I have to go, bruv." You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what he said. He packed his little bag and got his 6'6" goofy ass done ran up out of his damn bungalow in England. And I also read an article that he's 34 and he's still living with his family. And he said that if any girl wants to marry him, they're gonna have to marry his family as well. This is the type of dude that Anthony Joshua is. A straight goofy. Goofy. If you have to marry me, you have to marry my family. I'm Anthony Joshua. Stupid ass nigga, bro. I can't stand his ass, bro. Man, I hope that they back get against the wall. Because you know, these UK fans ain't gonna press Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna press Anthony Joshua to fight Wilder at all. Yeah, bro. Go look that up. Go Google that, notes. I ain't playing. I don't make nothing up like that. There ain't no cap in my rap, bro. Go ahead and go look that up. That's facts. That man is 34. His mom, I don't know if his mom lived with him or he lived with his mom. Regardless, this man is still living in the house with his mother. You know what I'm saying? His mom makes sure his night lights stay on. You know what I mean? Because he don't want to lay in the dark. Because when he lay in the dark, you know what I'm saying? He sees Wilder. You know what I'm saying? He see Wilder when he closes his eyelids. So you know what I mean? He gotta keep his little Spider-Man lamp on in his crib. And his little, you know, he got a 7-foot crib. He got 6'6" niggas sleeping in the bassinet. yeah. That nigga, AJ living he's sleeping in the twin size bassinet. Yeah. Goofy ass nigga, man. Yo, that's the type dude that he is, bro. You know what I mean? He got a little pacifier on his side. Whenever he have a little titty attack, thinking about Wilder, you know, he get that little pacifier and calm down. You know what I mean? That's the type dude that he is. You know what I mean? That's just what it is, bro. That's the type dude he is. But yeah, man, I wanted to speak on that whole Wilder situation, bro, because you know it's sad what's going on, bro. I hate that these type of dudes is involved with the sport of boxing. They make us look bad, man. They make us look bad. And that's all I really got to say about that. You know what I'm saying? We done talking about AJ. Unless y'all got some comments y'all want me to respond to real quick. AJ put his name on the orange juice. That boy is a clown, bro. Don't you touch my OJ, mom. You know what I'm saying? Goofy ass. You know what I mean? Sad. Real sad. That boy 34 years old, bro. You about to hit your mid-30s. And your mom, you'll never insist that your mom live in her own house. You got a lot of money. Why are you not buying her a crib that's have your own privacy? If a girl's marrying you, they gotta marry your family too. What type dude is you, bro? I don't know, bro. That's just my whole take on the situation, man. That dude, he just different. He just different. You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna get in my bag and disrespect him, man. People just different. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. If he a weirdo, that's just what it is. So we done talking about that. Yeah. Mama be like, dinner's ready. Dinner's ready. He comes. His big ass comes stepping down those steps. You hear all them steps. Dum 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 dum. Boy, be speed walking to that motherfucking kitchen, bro. Oh my god. Crazy. Crazy. AJ be in his bag for sure. Yeah. AJ sleep with fuzzy socks on. Uh-huh. What the type dude he is, man. Bad John. Shout out to that boy AJ, man. I ain't even about to talk crazy about him no more. He might see this and do something to himself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just fall back off that whole AJ situation. But there's another thing I want to talk about as well, man. It's pretty much an extension of the video that I had made earlier. You know what I mean? And I want to talk about the whole situation with Jermall Charlo and Jose Benavidez. You know what I mean? If y'all didn't see my video that I put out earlier, go check it out, please. Dope video where I just provided my perspective on this whole situation between Jermall Charlo and Jose Benavidez. And apparently, I don't know why I didn't expect it, but these dudes got a lot of animosity towards each other. Jose Benavidez, he always talk crazy. He always talk crazy to people. Everybody he done fought, he had something slick to say to them. Whether it was Danny Garcia, infamously Terrence Crawford. Even before they fight was signed, he was talking crazy to Crawford. He got a real slick mouth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, respect to AJ, but that was funny. Yeah. I mean, I really don't. I mean, I don't know who he is as a man to respect him, but as a fighter, I don't respect him at all. So that's just what it is. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I don't know what people want me to say about that, but I don't respect AJ as a fighter for how the way he be moving. Yeah, he got some good names on his resume. Yeah, he was a unified champion a couple times, but I can really care less about that because the other two best guys in your division, you don't want to fight. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But back to Jose Benavidez and Jermall Charlo, man. Jose Benavidez is he's known for just being disrespectful, man. He like to run his mouth. He like to talk his talk. I guess that's what motivates him. If that's what get him by in his fights, then that's his prerogative to do so. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anonymous said Jermall could win, but man, it's hard to trust anything with him nowadays that clearly ain't the same fighter. Well, we won't know if he's the same fighter until November 25th. You know what I mean? Because I mean, he could be acting funny or anything like that, but his boxing could still be clicking. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna have to wait. I'm not gonna say that about him just yet. Considering that long layoff, he may look rusty in those beginning rounds, or he might look the same. You know what I mean? Who knows? We just go ahead to wait until November 25th. I ain't gonna put that on his jacket yet. You know what I mean? Shout out to the boy Ralph. He said if Jermall isn't washed, Jermall should put Jose on his highlight reel. That's very possible. Jermall Charlo is extremely strong. He got a strong jab, a strong right hand. Just overall, just a big puncher. He's solid foundation, well balanced, so he's always in position to punch. Jermall Charlo is a problem, but like Anonymous said, if he's a shell of himself, he might have a long night with Jose Benavidez. Because one thing that makes Jose Benavidez dangerous is that he don't fear anybody. You know what I'm saying? He don't fear anybody, and he'll go blow for blow with you. He don't got no problem. He'll step to you and he'll fight. You know what I mean? So if you going through some mental issues and this man's putting that pressure on you, you bound to crumble. So we'll have to see. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mimi. She said, "I'm so ready for the undercards in November, especially on the 25th." Yeah, for sure. I think that in terms of I'm not saying like the exact fight because I don't know how the fight's gonna turn out, but in terms of the build-up, I think Jose Benavidez and Jermall Charlo are gonna steal the show. You know what I mean? Demetrius Andrade and David Benavidez, they just been playing it cool with each other. Like Demetrius, not the type dude who really go out his way to disrespect you anyway, and David Benavidez is the type dude that he keep it cool if you keep it cool. So they both been keeping it humble, and Benavidez just been chilling, laid back, and just answering his questions like on some chilling type stuff. And then Demetrius Andre, just being like his funny self, being funny and things along that nature. They build up been kind of boring. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be the best fight on the card, but the build up is boring. Jose Benavidez and Jermall Charlo, they was getting into it, man. They was disrespecting each other. Jermall Charlo was bringing up the incident with him being shot and saying that he don't go down that street no more, and he had to move. He not even in that same state no more. So that was a little dark. You know what I mean? That was kind of that was really personal actually. To speak on that man's situation like that, especially when you don't got no context of the situation. And Jose Benavidez, he went for a low blow too because he went out his way to speak on Jermall Charlo's mental health issues and I guess like the things that he's battling. He said that he was using that as an excuse to not fight. You know what I mean? But like I said, just like how Jermall was talking with no context, Jose Benavidez is talking about Jermall Charlo's situation with no context. As a matter of fact, Jermall Charlo did leave some. He did add some context to that situation, going through it with his wife and her fighting for custody over his kids and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who this dude is. Devin Haney is the face of boxing. He's fighting Regis Aloma, Shakur fighting Santos and Yoshi, Tank fighting Garcia boys. Devin is the only one trying to be great. Well, I don't think he's the only one trying to be great. I disagree with that. You know what I mean? I think that there's plenty of dudes in the sport of boxing that's attempting to be great right now. David Benavidez is attempting to be great right now. He just beat Caleb Plant. Now he's going up against Demetrius Andrade and hopes to get a Canelo fight later this year. Jerron Ennis, he's attempting to be great. It's just that dude's not really out their way trying to fight him. Terrence Crawford is trying to be great as well. He just became 2-time undisputed world champion in 2 different weight classes. 3-time world champion overall. 3 weight class world champion overall. So I disagree with that. I don't think Devin is the only one trying to be great. I'm sure Shakur wants to be great. I'm sure Tank wants to be great. You know what I mean? They just going down different avenues, and eventually they'll see each other. The cream is going to rise to the top. You know what I mean? So I disagree with that 100%. You know what I mean? Devin has done more at 24 than Tank has done at 29. I mean, if you're talking about like in terms of like accolades and having belts and stuff of that nature, then yeah, you know what I mean. But I don't think that Tank is on that type time where he's really concerned about going for undisputed. I think that Tank's mentality, in all honesty, is getting that bag. You know what I mean? Running them numbers up, getting a bag, and fighting some solid guys in the process. I don't think his priority right now is chasing undisputed. You know what I mean? Because in terms of like accomplishments, that's the most you could really. That's like the biggest thing you could say about Dev is that he's undisputed. You know what I mean? How he the face? He just did 150K his last pay-per-view. Yes, a big part of being the face of boxing is the numbers that you generate. You know what I mean? Besides who you beat and where you rank on the pound for pound list, how many belts you got, a big part of what makes you the face of boxing is the numbers that you generate. And Tank is significantly higher than Devin Haney in that department. You know what I mean? He goes on to say Shakur should accept that Devin deal. Devin took a bad contract against Cambosis and went to Australia twice. I do agree with that. I think he should have accepted Devin's deal. I've said that multiple times on my channel. I don't know if you not aware of the things that I've been saying in regards to that situation, but I'm one of the people that said that Shakur should have took the deal regardless of the percentage. You know what I'm saying? Because Devin Haney did that against Cambosis and went into unknown territory back to back. You know what I'm saying? So I see what you're saying. I do agree with that right there. You know what I mean? Hey, did you see Devin's tweet about Regis strength and conditioning coach? Yeah, somebody showed me that in the group chat. That was I ain't gonna lie, that shit was kind of funny though. Shit was kind of funny to me. There were some people that didn't find it funny, but I thought it was funny. Shakur still would have made more money compared to what he's making against Santos. Well, you don't know that. You don't know that. How much was he getting paid? How do you know that? Did you hear the offer? Because from what I heard, there wasn't. I didn't hear a number publicly be thrown out there. You know what I'm saying? Ralph goes on to say, "How is Devin the face of boxing? But Devin could sell at least 200 to 300K on pay-per-view. That's a big part." Nah, I just found this channel. Well, I mean, yeah. You know what I mean? Well, since you're new to the channel, I can inform you that I'm one of the people that said that Shakur should have accepted the offer. You know what I mean? Yeah, she know me, bro. She know me. Y'all gonna know about her too real soon. But yeah, let me drop this link for Southpaw. No cursing, though, Southpaw. No cursing. Be on your best behavior, my brother. Let me drop this link for my boy real quick. No cursing, my brother. You know, we getting paid now. Don't be on here talk. Don't be doing that, my brother. I'm gonna let you speak your piece though, cause you my brother. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. That's a fact. We really gonna touch on a little bit of everything on here. I didn't even get to talk about Jermall Jose. I guess motherfuckers don't care about it. I guess we just gonna get into this whole Shakur Devin Tank situation. You know what I mean? Y'all said fuck what Mark wanna talk about. You know what I mean? They said, man, I don't care what your title is. This is what we gonna talk about today. So I guess that's what we doing. You know what I mean? It's 17 people in the building. Hit the like button if y'all fucking with what's going on right now. You know what I mean? For sure. He said, facts, we professional now. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you though, bro. I be wishing like, damn, I wish we could talk how we usually talk. Cause them Jones is lit. Yo,
What's up, bro?
what's up with you?
Yeah, I just seen a comment from somebody I blocked named Mark Nash fan page. He said that Devin accomplished more than Gervonta. You know what I mean? And Mark Nash is a channel that got 18,000 subs in like 15 years. You know what I mean? That means they're not doing too good. But I was just listening and I seen, I just wanted to know. I know he can't speak because he probably one of them dudes who would jump on here and not show his face because he probably live with his mama and he can't talk too loud because his mama's gonna ask why is he talking so loud in the other room. But I just want to know why. I mean, I can't see the chat, but I don't.
He just left a super chat. He just left a $2 super chat. He said Devin Haney and Bill Haney run boxing.
That's why I blocked him. I'm sure he's a troll. Hey, yo, moderators, check when this guy made his account.
Oh my god. I don't understand, bro. Like I don't be understanding like why these dudes be. Cause me personally, bro, I'm a fan of boxing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of these people that's on YouTube nowadays, being just paying attention to YouTube now, paying attention to not really paying attention to channels, but like seeing different channels. I feel like they're like more infatuated with the individual than the sport. You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes, like, why are you saying that Bill Haney run boxing? Like, what's making you jump out the window to say that?
He
You
want
know
to
what I
be
mean? Like, why how does he run boxing?
he want to be seen. He just want to say some outlandish for shock value. You know, uh,
You know?
y'all can say what y'all want. Devin Haney beat one man, the weakest link, George Cambozo, and everybody always wants to say, "Yo, he went all the way to Australia. He went all the way to Australia for Cambosis. He said he would have went to Jupiter for Cambosis, but I bet you he wouldn't take a trip to New Jersey to fight Shakur. You know what I'm saying? So he'll go to Jupiter, like he said, for Cambosis only. He beat one man. I don't understand how that's accomplishing more. Javante beat more champions and more undefeated black fighters than Devin and Shakur put together, bro. So for somebody, Mark Nash, you probably said some of my channel, so I blocked your ass. But the channel that you're praising, Mark Nash fan, and unless that's Mark Nash himself, you got 18,000 subs in 10 years. There's something that you're not doing right, bro. How are them YouTube AdSense checks? Probably not good, bro. You probably work a job and do YouTube, bro. So you're clearly not doing something right. Hey, yo, moderators, please, how many when did this dude make his account?
Yeah, let us know that. Let us know that.
2022. Notes says 2022. Thank you, Notes. Yeah, so he probably Mark Nash himself, bro. Your channel's not doing good, bro. Mark is gonna pass you up. Mark is moving at a high pace. You've been on YouTube over a decade. There's something that you're not doing right, bro. But yeah, I don't understand how you talking about Devin and Bill run boxing. Bill Haney pays these channels to push the agenda that Devin is supposedly this ducked ass fighter, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if y'all be on Twitter, but Devin was making fun of a man who for staying in an apartment. Mr. Evans Tobler, Regis coach, he put out a
Yeah,
message.
I got an apartment, man. That ain't
Got an
cool,
apartment.
man.
Man, I grew up in an apartment, bro. Hey, I grew up in
That's
a
crazy.
busted. Hey, man, I lived in 100 different apartments, bro. You know what I mean? This is
My
my
rent is
first.
expensive.
Yeah, bro. The house I live in now is my first house ever in life. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just now,
I
bro.
don't
But my
like
whole
that.
life been in apartments, bro. So for Devin to make fun of the people, for Devin to make fun of people who live in apartments, about 90% of his fans live in apartments, bro. 90% of boxers came up living in little or grew up starting in little ass apartments. Like Regis say, Devin was known to go to high school in Bentleys. The pussy came up rich. Excuse my language, I'm sorry. He came up rich, bro. He don't know what it's like to struggle. As the old saying goes, Mark, you could tell what a man been through by how he reacts in the ring. Even you say it a lot. The boxing ring will bring out the truth in you. You cannot hide from what happens in that ring. So as soon as Devin Haney went through the fire, faced a little bit of adversity versus Jorge Linares, how did he react? Did he bite down on that mouthpiece and fight him back? Or that happened in the 10th round? Or did he clinch up for the last 2 rounds, knowing that he had it in a bag more than likely on points, just so he could survive? So we've seen how Devin reacts when he is tested. He clinches up. Or like when Kevin Johnson was piecing him up in sparring, he waved to his daddy to say, "Yo, stop recording because something about to happen to me, bro." Uh, like I said, bro, Devin beat one man to become undisputed. Even Errol Spence, even Canelo went around collecting them belts from different fighters. He would have went to Jupiter to fight Cambosis, but he can't take a trip to New Jersey to fight Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? So, buddy, a clown, Mark Nash. That's why I blocked you, bro. That's why your comment ain't pop up
He just
until
he
Mark.
just left. He just left another super chat. He says Tank won 2 Mickey Mouse belts. He a 1 division champ.
The belts need Tank. Tank don't need the belts. Hey, you know what? Unfortunately, that's what it is, bro. In today's boxing, the belts need Tank. Tank don't need the belts, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I know it sounds crazy. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, you just a Gervonta fanboy, whatever, whatever, whatever. Say what you want, bro. But to Mr. Dick Eater, excuse my language, I forgot his name. Explain, man. Hey, I did videos on it. Devin will jump in the ring for Loma. He'll jump in the ring for Ryan. He'll pull up on Theo. He'll pull up on George Cambosis. As soon as somebody steps into the ring, with him, you would think that Devin is about that face-to-face action for what we've seen in the past. His first sight of adversity was someone step into the ring with him. He wanted no part of that face-to-face with Shakur Stevenson. You know why? Because that little clip would have did about 10 million views on the Top Ranks YouTube. Oh, face-to-face with Shakur, that would have went viral. He wanted no type of buildup from that. He didn't want that moment to hype up because then people will start talking about that fight, a fight that he knows he can't win. There is a reason that he ran out that ring because he didn't want nothing to build off that. He's yo, I didn't even see him. Yo, you saw him, motherfucker. You saw him. Yo, Pop saw him too, and his brother saw him. They all walked out the ring laughing, knowing damn well, hey, I'm not even a fan of Shakur, but you know he beat Steven, bro. So what does the Dick Eater got to say about that? The one that's spending his last.
What? Hold on, man. Like, what is this dude talking about? Fiend the original. Question: why isn't Tank on the Forbes list if he's the face of boxing? Does the Forbes list validate who's the face of boxing? Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Them are them pocket watchers. Like
Bro,
Mike
first of all, why
Topiker.
are you worried about another man money and how much he making, bro?
Hey, moderators.
On Forbes list, like, come on, bro. Like, y'all be focused on the weirdest shit, bro. Like, what does so you got to be on the Forbes list to be one of the faces of boxing or the face of boxing, bro? Like, what are you talking about? First of all, Forbes list not going to know how much an Al Heyman fighter makes because nobody knows how much these Al Heyman fighters make. The only people that know how much these fighters make is Al Heyman, whoever's with them PBC cutting the checks, and the fighter or his team. You know what I'm saying? They never truly say how much these fighters get. You know what I'm saying? They might say, yo, the purse is $2 million, but they might do something on the side where he might lead a fight with an extra 20 to 25 mil.
That sounds like such a casual thing to say, bro. So he's basing the face of boxing off how much money is in his. Hey, you saw he first of all, he sounded like a gold digging female. Only women pay attention to man's pockets. Second off, bro, did Canelo's last fight do over $1 million? A million. No, it didn't. Versus Jermall Charlo. The fight before that, they gave away 8,000 tickets in Canelo's home country of Mexico, Jalisco, Mexico. They gave away tickets for Canelo's fight. When is the last time Canelo did over 1 million views? When he fought Triple G the second time. What was that? 2018. I mean, come on, bro. Times have changed. Like Fat Joe said, yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's numbers are not today's numbers, bro. Today, as of today, Tank's last fight did over 1 million. Canelo had to give away his shit, or he did reportedly 750,000 with Jermall Charlo, a 154 pounder that he couldn't even finish. Can you picture a 154 pounder going 12 rounds with David Benavidez?
Yo, Mark, would you like to come on and speak your piece? Because you keep leaving super checks, but you're not.
He's not gonna come on because his way of not coming on is keep drinking super chats. That's his way of not showing his face, but showing that he's up in here. I'm leaving money, so I'm my presence is strong because I'm spending dollars. That's his way of showing his presence right now. But he will not show his face because he don't believe the words is coming out of his mouth. He's doing that to troll. A motherfucker will spend $50 on troll money. You know what I'm saying? Gervonta's the face of boxing, and you can't even argue that. Mr. Claymore Rain, thank you. God bless you and your family. As of right now, hey, in a couple months, it could change. Say Canelo fights David Benavidez, knocks him clean out, and then fights David Morrell. Now, you know what I'm saying? You could say, okay, now he the face again. But as of today, as of November 8th of 2023, it is Gervonta, bro. Say what y'all want, bro. And I don't count another man's money. Talking about he on the Forbes list, bro. Does Canelo pay any of y'all bills? Does he make it rain on your mama when she making tortillas? He does none of that, bro. So stop paying attention to his pockets as if he's gonna come and save you. He is not gonna pay y'all rent. He's not paying y'all rent. You know what I mean? But I just don't understand the whole pocket. Hey, do I care how much money's in my pockets? Hell no, it's not my business. I don't care what's in none of these fighters' pockets. I'm watching Tyson Fury versus Otto Wallin. The fight where if he was anybody else but Tyson Fury, that big ass cut, they would have stopped. You remember that fight?
Hell yeah, I remember.
He had his whole head open. Anybody else, they would have stopped it. Tyson Fury, they let it ride.
Oh yeah, that would have been anybody except Tyson Fury. Stop that fight. Bro.
You know how easy they stop fights. But yeah, bro.
Okay, so this dude, Fiend the Original, is back. Said Tank did 5 to 6 pay-per-views and did 100 to 200K pay-per-views. Where is he gonna find another Ryan? This is what you don't understand, Fiend. It's like Ryan's not the only person that Tank could make big money with. Like, if he were to fight Shakur Stevenson, I think that'll do over 1 million pay-per-view buys as well. I think that if he fights Devin Haney, because they got such them three dudes right there, that triangle, there's a lot of history between them three dudes. It kind of reminds me, and I'm not saying that they're the same, but remember Roberto, Tommy, Sugar Ray. They had a lot of history between each other. They ended up fighting each other throughout the course of their careers, and they made a lot of money together. They all beat each other, all that good stuff, right? They're pretty much in a situation where, why you said hell no? This is what I'm telling you. There's a lot of history between Shakur, Tank, Devin. If they all fight each other, they all gonna do big numbers because these dudes, Tank has the hip hop community behind them. You know what I'm saying? They always show up for his fights. He always has a celebrity presence at all of his fights. This man sells out in Atlanta. He went out to DC, sold out. He has a good presence wherever he goes. He's well respected within his community. So he's gonna attract the casual boxing fan as well. I know people that don't watch boxing at all, and they be like, "Yo, you know that? What you think about that kid Tank?" They don't even watch boxing, but they know him. But then it's also people that be like, there's actual casual fans that be like, "Yeah, man, I want to see Tank fight that Shakur kid." Yeah, or yo, you seen that? They'll see like a clip of like Devin Haney online or something. They be like, "Yeah, man, is him and Tank in the same weight class? Oh yeah, I want to see them fight." So a big indication of something that's going to be able to sell a lot is if they're getting attention from the casual boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? Hardcore fans, they're going to tune in regardless. They're going to tune into all these guys' fights. But once you bring the casual boxing fans in and you mix them in with the hardcore boxing fans, you're generating life-changing money. You know what I'm saying? So I think them three together, however you mix them up, whether it's Shakur Devin, whether it's Devin Tank, whether it's Shakur Tank, these guys are going to make a shitload of money, bro. I'm trying to tell you. So what I'm trying to tell Fiend is he doesn't need to necessarily fight and find another Ryan because he could do huge pay-per-view numbers with the two guys I just listed. You know what I'm saying? He don't necessarily need. Why do you think he needs Ryan? Because it's a black fighter and a Mexican fighter. Black fighters sell pay-per-views too. If you put two black fighters together and they're at the top of their game and they getting attention from the casual and the hardcores, they gonna sell.
Oh, for sure. I think his comment is just a way to praise Ryan and shit on Gervonta. Notice how he had to typed up RYA. He made sure he typed up Ryan's name. Where is he gonna find another Ryan? First off, that fight was being built up for 2 years. When Ryan went on Mike Tyson and said 2 rounds. That's why that fight sold, because there was a buildup. Another reason that fight was sold is because Ryan, like Mark just said, attracts the casual fan. Ryan looks young. He looks like a little 14-year-old boy, which is more than likely what dude that just got a little 12-year-old kid. Where is he gonna find another Ryan face ass? You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
that's the only reason that fight sold, because Ryan brought the casual fan in. He brought that whole Instagram, YouTuber, TikTok audience in. That is why it's sold. Hey, he's right. He's right about that. But what happened in the fight though?
This shit is frustrating, bro.
Who won the fight?
This shit is extremely frustrating. This dude, Next Gen Combat Sports TV says, because Ryan got that crossover appeal.
That's what I just said.
Bro,
he got the whole TikTok. He got the white. Let's be real. Right. He has white America behind him, like he's like a young, teenage looking kid, like Buddy that just typed up. I bet you he's 14 years old. Don't know shit about none. You know what I mean? That's why it sold. The same reason Mayweather McGregor sold is because the casual dum-dum didn't know any better.
If Ryan is such this crossover appeal, though, then why was he never on pay-per-view prior to Tank? And if he was on pay-per-view, why wasn't he generating crazy numbers? Why didn't
he back on his own? He back on the app now.
Back to square one. He's such this
back to square one. Hey, so what is matter of fact, yo, Mark, what is Ryan gonna do without Tank?
Nothing. He's not gonna do
Buddy who just commented.
Dudes. But the thing is, it's like you have all these millions of followers on TikTok. A lot of these kids are 14, 15-year-old girls that might have a crush on him, or they're 13, 14-year-old boys that want to be in a boxing gym like him. They're all youth. They're all kids. It's not adults following this man. All them followers is not going to generate revenue. These kids not buying pay-per-views. Are they even old enough to buy a fucking pay-per-view on their TV? What are we really talking about here? Since when has Ryan been this pay-per-view star?
Never.
Like, since when? He's never been a pay-per-view star. So when people talking about he got crossover appeal, all right, that's cool if he doing a little challenge on TikTok and he get like 1 million likes on a video. But is that translating into sold out shows, sold out arenas? He did not do that until he faced Gervonta Davis. So what is this? What is this like what are y'all really talking about? Next Gen Combat Sports TV says the gates will be all good, but I think their numbers will be similar to Earl and Spence. I think you meant to say Earl and Crawford. But regardless,
who you talking about? Ryan's next fight?
No, he was talking about the whole triangle that I was talking about between.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. Yeah,
he said that the gates will be all good, but I think their numbers will be similar to Earl and Bud. And what was Earl and Bud's numbers?
Reportedly 650 to 750K.
Okay. That's still great numbers to me.
That's good.
We considering that's great numbers in this era where there's millions of people streaming off Fire Sticks and websites. That's still great numbers.
No, for sure.
And that's millions of dollars that's being generated. Notes just says 750. So it's like
something like that. Where Buddy go?
Where Ryan be selling out arenas at, bro?
He don't.
Did he sell out the arena when he fought Tago? When he fought Duno? Like what arenas was he selling out? How active has he been? Who?
Hey, like you just said, Mark, his fans don't have their own credit cards, don't have their own debit cards. Their parents do. So they can't buy nothing. All they have is a cell phone that their mama bought them, that their mama pays the cell phone bill for. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real about this, bro. That's Ryan's fan base. Gervonta got everybody.
Next Gen. So if Ryan and Tank, considering what just happened in that first fight, since you so convinced Ryan and Tank doing such crazy like their numbers is just out this world. They rematch. Do you think that those people still gonna show off for Ryan, or do you think Tank is gonna be the one carrying that pay-per-view? Do you think they still gonna do them same numbers? No, because Tank washed him. They know it's not competitive anymore.
Not competitive.
What was gonna be, and it's not Tank's fault. He just on a different level. They're not gonna buy. They don't believe in Ryan. That's why that pay-per-view is not gonna sell out. And I guarantee you, if Ryan was to do this pay-per-view against Carlos or whatever his name is, Oscar Duarte, he would not do over 100K, bro.
Not even.
He wouldn't even do 100K. He wouldn't, bro. He's not the star that you claim him to be, bro.
He's more social media sensei. Hey, like you just said, Tank versus Ryan 2 years ago. It was never competitive, bro. It was never gonna be competitive, bro. People get fascinated with how popular somebody is as opposed to their actual skill. If y'all watch the All Access epilogue, Floyd told Tank, like he did for years in the gym. If y'all watch them old sparrings with Tank and Floyd in the gym, Floyd talking to him the same way. That's why we ain't see Floyd till fight night. He goes, "Hey, yo, Tank, what do you got? What do you got?" He goes, "Nothing." Come on, man. They seen this shit a million different times in the gym. Ryan brought nothing but a left hook that Gervonta ducked every single one of them. He didn't land one of them bitches on him. He landed one good right hand on Gervonta, and his right hand is not his strong hand. So what is y'all talking about? Ryan ain't on that level. God bless you. He's a man of God. Good for him. But he is not elite level. His only title shot, he ducked it. He was Devin Haney's mandatory. He turned it down as Eddie Hearn. Come on, bro. Ryan is not who y'all say he is. Get off his dick before you get play.
Bro, this is crazy. Tank washed a dehydrated, injured Rev Ryan.
How you know he was that?
At 140, that rematch is even bigger. You see what I'm talking about, bro? Like, this is like...
Hey, yo, next generation, bro? You was not the next generation, bro.
Bro, I hope you not, because you making all these excuses for Ryan like this.
Hey, yo, moderators,
you just better know
check
Ryan.
How many subscribers he got.
You better know Ryan, bro. How the way you defending this man, you must either be a huge fan of him or you must
watch dehydrated,
bro.
How do you know his rib was injured? Because he said it after the fight.
That contract, he did not have to sign that contract. Once you sign on that dotted line, that's fully your responsibility to make weight in the best way possible. Taking accountability is real important as a person. You know what I'm saying? And you trying to, he took accountability. So why you tripping? So then another thing, you talking about injured rib. How do you know his ribs is injured? Because he said so?
He just repeated. When Hasim Rahman pulled out the fight with Jake Paul because he wasn't making weight on their schedule, Ryan Garcia tweeted out, "When you agree to a contract, you have to abide by that contract. You don't give away. Well, once you sign, you sign." So that applies to Ryan too. Ryan signed the rehydration thing. During all fight week, he said he felt good. He was eating tacos at the open workout. I did videos on this. So it didn't look like he was dehydrated because he was eating tacos during his open workout that same week. So what is this dude talking about? You know what I'm saying? He just wants attention. He believes that he's rattling my cage or our cages, and he's not, bro, because you're making yourself look stupid. This is what I do, bro. All I do is I do research all damn day. You sound dumb right now, bro.
Bro, I didn't even read the second part. He said at 140, the rematch is even bigger. How is it bigger, bro? How is it bigger? How are you going to be able to convince these fans to buy a pay-per-view again when Ryan got washed in, 4 rounds? How many?
It was 6.
6? You got washed midway through a fight, bro. You got washed. And you pretty much – and Ryan quit. So then he quit on top of that. So you're going to be able to convince these fans to buy a pay-per-view for a rematch because it's a 5-pound move up.
We talking to a TikToker, I think, right now, Mark.
Man.
We talking to somebody who be on TikTok all day, bro. Like this does not sound like somebody who knows shit. It sounds like a little ass kid.
Come on, man. Now he want to talk about the mole and stuff like that. Bro, like this is crazy, bro.
Hey,
bro. It don't matter what weight class. They can fight at cruiserweight. He can't.
Notice how all his comments are excuses. The mole. Get your dumb ass out of here, bro.
Yeah, bro. Cut it out,
What are
bro.
you talking about? Hey, he sound like his lawyer. Hey, Ryan, is that you? Hey, Ryan, is that you, bro?
Bro, it gotta be something. They really gotta be a man. You can come on here if you want to.
I dare you to tap the link and explain your case, but if he taps the link, his face is not going to match his profile pic because it's probably a little 11-year-old kid who used grown men as his profile pic to convince people that he's an adult. There you go. Tap the link, bro. We could conversate like men. I'm not,
bro. You talking about? I'm gonna be hot, bro. Yo, Southpaw could lead this John, and me and you could just talk, and it's not gonna go how you think it's gonna go.
Hey, so if I see his face, I'll leave without saying nothing, and I'll let you talk to him. This your channel.
Nah, it's cool. You can stay on, but I'm just saying he act like he about to come on here and cook. That shit not gonna go how you think it's gonna go. He can come on right now.
I'm not even finna say nothing to him. But no, whatever you about to say, you know damn well in person, you would not be saying these type of things, bro. And it's okay. Mark is monetized now, so I'm not even gonna take it there with you, bro. So just speak your piece as an adult, as a grown man, if you even a grown man. I want to know how many amateur fights you got. I want to know what gym you trained at. I want to know, a little bit of your history because you talking like somebody who never been through nothing in life, bro. You talking like the typical suburban Ryan Garcia fan who just like how he look because you low-key got a crush on him, bro. You know what I'm saying? These are the comments that I'm seeing from you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. It takes me about 30 seconds to tap onto the link and jump on the screen, bro. What is taking so long, bro? I don't understand why his face is still not right here.
Yo,
I don't understand why he's still not seeing his
Jordan
face.
said some facts. Let me pull up Jordan's comment real quick because I read it, but I didn't click it. He wrote, the rematch won't be any different. Skills and dog is what would separate Ryan and Tank every time they fight. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, bro. Thank
you.
Notice how we still not seeing this guy's face, though.
Yo.
It is him.
Guys. You muted.
My fault. What's good?
What's up?
Nothing, chilling. But bro,
No. We don't got here nothing that you talk. You say you was gonna cook, so go ahead and cook, dog.
Nah, bro. I'm just saying, like, we
high, bro.
We know. Nah, I smoked earlier. I ain't that high. But like I was saying, like what I said earlier is, we know that Ryan is the pay-per-view guy between the weights.
How?
How was he the pay-per-view guy when that was his first pay-per-view, bro?
First off, Southpaw, I ain't about to be yelling back and forth with you. So if you want to participate in this conversation, take the volume down.
This ain't your motherfucking channel, Goofy. This ain't your channel, bro. This ain't your channel, bro.
I'm not arguing with you, dude.
I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm asking you a question, Dick Eater. How is he the pay-per-view guy when that was his first pay-per-view? Stupid.
I mean,
nothing
like
to
you
say,
said,
right? Exactly. He's not the pay-per-view guy.
Not your channel.
You clearly want to suck the man weeby, bro.
But this not your
I feel like you were homosexual, bro.
But this not your channel,
bro. How the hell he the pay-per-view guy when that was his first pay-per-view?
Tell me how you the pay-per-view.
Explain, bro.
Go ahead.
This dude a clown. I don't even know why you be bringing this clown on your platform. To be honest with you,
bro. In person, bro, I would spit on you, bro. Real shit.
You wouldn't touch me.
Hey, what city you in?
You wouldn't touch me,
bro. Hey, I'm not gonna take it on the internet, bro. I wouldn't touch you. I spit on you, and you would say, "Thank you, sir." That's what you would say.
You wouldn't even step to me.
Homo, hey, bro. You the type that'll call the police on me. I'm telling you would, bro. All that tough shit. Hey, the fact that you a super Ryan fan lets me know everything about you.
Who you a fan of?
Your ass probably suck dick, nigga.
Who you a fan of?
You look like you suck dick.
Who you a fan of?
Chill.
Hey, man, my bad. You right. You right. Hey, man. Hey, go ahead, man. Hey, bro. Talk to buddy, bro.
Who you a fan of?
He clearly struggling with his sexuality. Talking about Ryan is the pay-per-view guy. Fuck out of here with that shit.
Yo, so how he the paper? Tell me, bro.
I'm trying to talk, but you got this clown on here. Like you got
my dick, faggot.
You literally got Bozo the clown on your platform.
My dick, faggot. Fuck your mother, faggot. Fuck
I ain't gonna make no money.
That's what happens when you let clowns run on your platform.
Hey, bro, in person, bro, I would break your fucking face, bro.
You wouldn't even look me in the eye in person.
Bro, hey, you wouldn't
even look me in the eye in person.
I would what city you in, bro? What city you in?
I don't know, man.
Scared to say what? Hey, are you ashamed of where you from? You're ashamed of where you from, ain't you? Notice how he's scared to say where he from.
I might be.
Exactly. I know.
But
I'm talking to a bitch right now who's ashamed to say where he's from.
I was talking.
You are ashamed to say where you're from.
How old are you?
You getting embarrassed right now.
How old?
Where are you from?
How old are you?
Where are you from, Ryan fan?
How old are you?
You don't answer a question with a question. You don't answer a question with a question.
How old are you, middle age?
Where are you from? Notice how he's answering a question with a question.
How old are you, middle age?
Notice how he's answering a question with a question, and he's ashamed to say where he's from.
All right,
notice how he's ashamed to say where he's from.
Can I answer your question, Bazuma?
Go ahead, bro. I'm just saying.
I'm not talking to you.
Matter of fact, hey, you know what,
I'm not talking.
I'm not gonna talk to buddy, bro, because he clearly is struggling with his sexuality. He clearly want to suck Ryan's dick.
You're the only man on here talking about sexuality. We only talking about boxing.
You sitting there talking about Ryan as a pay-per-view star, bro. You talking about Ryan as a pay-per-view star.
Which is a boxing
topic. We told you to explain. He's not a pay-per-view star.
Which is a boxing topic.
He's not a pay-per-view star, though, bro.
Talking about male sexuality.
He's not a pay-per-view star.
You talking about dicks.
He's not a pay-per-view star, bro.
You talking about
he's not a pay-per-view star.
You're talking about everything but boxing.
Hey, you sound like you from the say you a country ass nigga, bro.
I am country, so nigga.
hey, my bad, bro. My bad.
Are you
go
black?
Go ahead.
Are you black? Are you black?
Hey, you a country ass nigga, ain't you?
Are you black? Are you black?
What do I look like?
Are you black?
What do I look like?
You look like them dudes off the new Black Panther movie.
What the fuck is this nigga talking about, bro?
You look like
you right, bro.
The bad dudes off the Black Panther movie because you don't look black.
What is you talking about, bro? What is you talking? Hey, what the fuck wrong with this nigga, bro? Hey, but all I know is
let me see a picture of your mama.
I can tell you not from Chicago, bro.
Let me see a picture. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about no
Chicago. Let me see a picture of your wife.
Nigga, you think I give a fuck about Chicago?
Put your wife. Hey, you wouldn't show your face here, but I'm telling you, hey.
You think I give a fuck?
Put your wife on the phone. Put your wife on the phone. You got a wife?
I'm not married, dude.
I know. Hey, no woman in her right mind would marry you. Put your girl on the phone. Put your girl on the phone.
Man, I'm not about to argue.
Man, hey, shut your bitch ass up. Shut your dumb ass up. Down south, yeah. Keep on laughing, down south ass nigga.
I'm laughing because I literally
slap the
taste out your mouth.
Shut up, Brian. Hey, bro, you would run from me, nigga. Real shit. You would run from me. You would run for your fucking life, real shit, bro.
Bruh.
You would run for your fucking life.
You wouldn't even look me in the eye, bro. You wouldn't even look me in the eye.
See me and not let me know it's you, bro.
I promise
Stop that. You from the south, bro.
I promise you.
You from the? I promise you, nigga.
I promise you would.
Okay, you right.
You wouldn't even look me in the eye.
I'll let you tell it. I'll let you tell it.
Looking at as soon as I looked at you, just what you do.
How many amateur fights? Hey, you got any fights? What you is? What you want, those Crips or Bloods, right? You from down south? You a Blood? You a Blood, right? What you is?
Is this red? Is this red, bitch?
What you is? You a Crip?
If I was a Blood, would I be wearing this?
I don't know. Ain't no Crips or Bloods in Chicago. What you was a Crip?
Don't worry about all that. Come find out.
This nigga, hey, Mark, but this nigga's scary, bro. All right, hey, you right. Hey, I'm gonna let you talk to the pussy because he clearly scared to say where he from, scared to say what he is. I'm talking to a fucking goofy right now, bro. Fuck out of with that shit.
That's crazy, bro. This nigga a real life clown. Like real life. Yeah, but so like Tank the supposed like money guy, right? But he can barely crack 200,000
What
by
Ryan
himself.
cracking before a Tank fight?
Look, Ryan, but how old is Tank and how old is Ryan? Do you know how? Listen. Do you know how old Tank was when he had his first pay-per-view fight?
What does that mean? We talking about.
What do you mean? What does that mean? We talk about star power in the sport, but at the same time,
totally different, bro. You can't even compare that. They came out totally different.
How can you not compare it?
Because social media was a real big thing with Ryan Garcia at the time. He didn't have to go full title eliminator.
Nigga, Tank Davis is 3.5 years older than Ryan.
All right, and they came up totally different. Ryan Garcia came up through social media. Tank didn't do that.
So
he came up, huh?
So nah, I'm gonna let you finish.
Because of Ryan Garcia's social media following, he was granted opportunities that Tank was not granted when he was coming up in the pro ranks. Tank started off, wasn't even signed with Mayweather Promotions when he made his pro debut. Came up the hard way. This man was on swing bouts. He was on opening cards. Ryan Garcia had well over 1 million followers before he was even ranked in a sanctioning body. So of course, popular on social media, he's gonna skip the line. They came up totally different.
What you mean skip the line? It's not about skipping
the line, bro.
It's not about.
What contender has he faced? What contender has he faced to get in line for a world title? Who's dangerous that he's fought? Has he been fought an undefeated contender? Who's the best guy he fought? Bro, do you know?
Okay, let's try to hold up, because this is what happens when you try to have certain discussions. We start to jump around to different subjects. So let's try to stay on the subject of, is Ryan a big pay-per-view star? Right. Let's try to stay on that topic. So like I was saying, regardless of how he came up, that don't matter. At the end of the day, in the sport of boxing, look, hold up. Let me finish.
About ages,
let me finish. In the sport of boxing, Ryan Garcia, with his pay-per-view numbers with Tank, has proved in the sport of boxing he is a commodity. He is a high commodity in the sport of boxing. He's proved that.
It takes two to make a fight, bro. He wasn't shadow boxing, bro. It takes to make a pay-per-view fight happen. He not up there shadow boxing.
Right.
Hey yo, Mark. Is Ryan's next fight on pay-per-view?
Here he go. Here goes.
That's a valid question, though. He's not even talking face, bro. That's a valid question. Is this next fight?
Okay. And what did Ryan say in regards to that when I can't remember? Somebody asked why it's not pay-per-view.
This nigga, hey, bro. This nigga a fucking dick eater, bro. Like real shit, bro. This nigga suck dick for real.
Bro, you dick eat Tank. And you used to dick eat Shakur, but he said something
money? I got a question. Hey, blue guy. Hey, yo, blue guy.
Yeah. You used to dick eat Shakur. Yeah. You did.
How much money did you make last month?
You did.
How much money did you make last month?
Don't worry about it.
Are you ashamed? You ashamed of that too? But you ashamed of where you from? You ashamed to say what you is, and you ashamed to say how much money you made last month?
Wasn't you just talking about somebody pocket watching Tank?
I'm asking you, since you want to claim fan this, fan that. How much money did you make last month, bro?
Wasn't you just talking about somebody pocket watching Tank about 30
minutes? You listen to everything I say, don't you?
Shut your dumb ass up.
Broke nigga. Broke ass nigga.
Back to Mazuma.
Dirty ass south. Dirty ass down south, nigga.
You see the type of clowns you bring on
Fuck your mama, nigga.
Like this nigga ain't talking about nothing.
Fuck your mother, nigga. Real shit. Fuck your mama. Like real shit, nigga. Fuck the South, nigga. Fuck Texas. Fuck Louisiana. Fuck wherever you from. Fuck Crips, nigga. Notice how you ashamed to say where you from. You were ashamed to say what you claim, and you were ashamed to say how much fucking money you make. You a bitch. Real shit.
Why would I
shut the fuck up.
Who are you?
Somebody translate. I don't speak pussy.
And you still ain't
somebody translate.
I
don't speak pussy.
I'm a pussy, but you won't do a damn thing to me.
Bro, I would spit. I wouldn't. I would just spit on you.
You wouldn't even look like I told you before.
Shut the fuck up and quit stuttering.
I said it again. You wouldn't even look me in my eye.
Quit stuttering.
You wouldn't even look me in my eye.
You wouldn't even look me in my eye. Nothing to you though.
I promise
you're nowhere near me, bro. You're 3,000 miles away.
I promise you. You don't know I am,
bro. In the South. In the South.
I might be in Latin America. I might be in Africa. You would never know. But back to the point, Mazuma. I don't know why this clown keep jumping in the conversation.
You're broke.
But what was we saying? I'm sorry.
Said, I think he was talking about how broke he is.
I swear to God, I'm not talking to you. I swear to God,
he's
I'm not
broke.
talking to you. I promise you, I'm not talking to you.
He's broke. He's ashamed of what he's ashamed of.
Promise you, I'm not
he's ashamed of where he's from.
Promise you, I'm not talking about you.
And he's broke.
Promise you, I'm not talking to you. Promise
you're broke, and you're ashamed of it. You're ashamed to say what you is. You're ashamed to say how much money you made. You're ashamed to say where you from. 3 things you're ashamed. You're getting fucking embarrassed right now. You're broke. Shut up, broke nigga.
Ain't you like 50 or something?
I'm way more paid than you, bro. And hey, bro, real shit.
Ain't you like 50?
Regardless of what, I'm 41 years old, bro. How old is you? Now you're ashamed of your age?
It took you a long time to tell me how old you were.
Now you're ashamed of your age? Now he's ashamed of his age, bro. So you're ashamed of your age. You're ashamed of how much money you make. You're ashamed of the city you're from, and you're ashamed of what you with. That is 4 things you have been ashamed of in approximately 2 minutes, bro. You've been ashamed of 4 things in this whole conversation.
The craziest part about this is I came here for a boxing conversation, but Bozo the clown.
And your mother's a whore. That's your boxing conversation.
But you Bozo the clown.
Your mother's a whore. Your mother's a fucking whore. That's all I do know. Your mama's a whore. You know what I'm saying?
Sound good.
It sound good when your mother is moaning when she got my dick in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's what sound good to me.
Like to be a grown man and conduct yourself like you
good
do,
when she's screaming. She be screaming, like, bro. Hey,
to be a
no
grown
condom
man
up in your mama, nigga.
To be
no
a grown
condom
man
in your mother, broke nigga. Broke nigga who's scared to say what he is. Broke nigga who's scared to say where he from. And broke nigga who's scared to say how much money he fucking made last month. Typical bitch. Insecure bitch from the south. Hey, fuck the south, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Fuck down south. Especially where you from.
Nigga, you not even from Chicago, nigga.
Yo, them niggas ain't
I bet
you're not from Chicago.
I bet you won't show your face here.
You're not from Africa.
I bet you won't show your face here. I bet you won't show your face here.
Motherfucking thing. They probably
is your people.
I bet you won't show your face here. I bet you won't show your face here.
You don't even know where your people from.
I bet you won't show your face. Hey,
you don't even know your people from.
He one of them historical.
You one of them Latinos.
No wonder he a Devin Haney fan, bro. Hey, bro.
You one of them Latinos that want to be black.
Yeah. I'm a Latino that will break your fucking face.
You're not black. You're not black.
That's what I do know. That's what I do know, nigga.
You wouldn't touch me. You'll never be black.
Because you will call the cops on me, bro.
And you'll never
you will call the police on me, bro. You wouldn't show your face in Chicago,
You will never be black. There is nothing you can do on this earth that's gonna make you black.
Who the fuck want to be black? Hey, what is you talking about?
You want to be black.
Clearly see what I am.
You want to be black. You want to be black.
Why? Because
you want to be black. No.
Who
Southpaw want to be black.
Every single day I show my Ecuadorian flag. What is you talking about, bro? What is you talking about, bitch, nigga?
So if you Ecuadorian, why you say nigga?
Hey, hold on. Hey, are you one of them niggas who be like the N-word, right?
No. You hear me saying nigga. You hear me saying nigga. Why would I say the N-word?
So what did you say? Hey, Mark said nigga too. Hey, every Latino in Chicago and New York said nigga. So what did you say down south? Nigga, what are you talking about?
You want to be black.
And, oh my God.
He wanted them. Hey, yo, Mike. He wanted them to say, hey, don't say nigga because you a Latino. Suck my dick, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck your dead grandma. That's my word for you. Suck my dick, bitch nigga. That's what I'm gonna say to you, bro.
My grandma's alive. You fake ass.
Your grandma's dead, nigga. That bitch is dead.
Both my grandma's alive.
Fake ass. Both your grandmas are dead. That slut is dead, and you know she dead too.
It sound like your grandma dead, and you still heard about it.
Hey, but hey, bro, you can't have a conversation with these corny ass. Hey, this thing is stuck in 1945.
Bro, you been yelling for the last 20 minutes. We can't have a conversation.
I'm deaf in one ear. I have to yell. I'm deaf in one ear. I talk loud.
You the Latino Charleston White. I knew you look like somebody. You the goddamn Latino Charleston White.
Hey, this nigga's corny, bro. This nigga corny. He like corny for real, bro.
Nigga, you 40 years old acting the way you act, and you calling somebody corny.
Nobody.
You 40 years old.
This is not an act. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. Hey, bro.
No,
I'm doing great, bro.
Everybody put free Mark in the comments because my live is cooked.
But look, Mark. I mean, I wasn't even trying to do all that. I came over here to have a conversation. I came over here to have a boxing conversation. This nigga talking about dicks and grandma.
Hey, Mark's like,
I don't know. I don't get it, man. It's crazy. But yeah, like I was saying, like Ryan Garcia and Shakur, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo, those are all bigger fights than if all those guys fight each other. Like Ryan Garcia with each of those fighters are bigger fights than if those guys fight each other. And you know how we gonna know that? Because over the next 2 years, all these dudes gonna start to beg for a fight with Ryan Garcia.
Oh shit! Oh man! Oh yeah! Right on, bro. You got it, bro.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, we can think tank this pay-per-view star, but that's the Floyd Mayweather fib that he's been telling us for this long time. I mean, he's doing his thing, but
bro. But the thing is, it's like your point. Everybody entitled to their own opinion, right?
Right.
But my thing is, with you, is that you're trying to make it seem like Ryan is this pay-per-view star when he doesn't even have a track history to even prove that. So you're getting this because of this one Tank fight. Like, what is it that's making you so confident that he's
name one person that they first ever pay-per-view fight they did 1.3 million pay-per-view buys. First ever. First time
you're making it seem like, bro, what? First ever?
His first ever pay-per-view step foot on the scene, 1.3 million. So as of now,
but was it really because of him specifically, or was it because he was going against Gervonta Davis?
I mean, I'm not ignorant. We all know that it was because it was a combined venture. But
that's what I'm saying. It take two to make a good pay-per-view.
It take two to make a good pay-per-view. But what does that tell you when the guy's doing the pay-per-view by himself and he's doing 200,000, and then the guy does a pay-per-view
it's letting me know
another guy, and that adds on the extra million plus.
It's letting me know that actually the track history with selling pay-per-views in comparison to Ryan, who hasn't sold anything.
You say what now? Repeat that.
That lets me know that he actually has a track history and has consistent pay-per-view, consistent like history with selling pay-per-views. Meanwhile, Ryan Garcia doesn't.
What it should tell you is in this equation that Tank does his pay-per-view buys. Without Ryan in that equation, dude can't crack.
Shut up, you broke nigga. Shut your broke ass up, nigga. You broke as hell, bro. Shut up, broke nigga.
And you ugly and old.
You're broke though, hey, bro.
And you ugly and
broke.
Old.
You are broke. You broke as fuck.
Hey man, it sounds good. I got lights.
Say how much money you make.
I got a car.
How much money do you make, bro? How much money did you make last month?
How much money you make?
Hey, don't answer it, and I bet you I'll shut your ass down.
You might.
I'm waiting.
I don't know. You might.
I know I did.
I work
broke, nigga. Hey, yo, Mark. I'm good. Hey, yo, Mark. Somebody gotta translate because I don't speak broke nigga and bitch nigga and a whole nigga. So I'm gonna get back to the video, bro. Hey, yo. Fuck your mama. She's dead. I'm gone.
This dude ugly as fuck. That's crazy. I don't know why you let him on your platform. He's scaring people off.
Who he scared out? You still on here?
Yeah, he damn sure ain't scared me. I could never be scared of a bitch nigga.
Yo, listen, man. It is what it is. I ain't about to be doing that with you.
Nah, but I ain't worried about Southpaw. He know he a hoe.
Yeah. All right. So back to what was you talking about?
Yeah. So you got an equation with Tank, and they got this pay-per-view equation, and without Ryan, this equation produces this number. But then you add Ryan, and that equation is quadrupled. So that tells you that with this other guy in the equation, this is what happens.
Okay, so you're saying that all right, Tank, he doing around 200 to 300K, but because he's fighting Ryan Garcia, since it's a big spike in pay-per-view numbers, you're giving all the credit to Ryan Garcia.
I'm not giving all the credit to Ryan Garcia.
Bro, that's exactly what you're doing.
I'm not giving all the credit to Ryan Garcia, but we gotta understand what's going on. Like,
bro, you just told, bro, I heard exactly what you said. I
said you add Ryan to the equation,
and that Tank is consistently doing these numbers prior to Ryan. And now that Ryan is involved and does a pay-per-view with him, the reason why there's a substantial difference in pay-per-view numbers is because of Ryan Garcia. So essentially, you giving Ryan Garcia you're giving him he's the ultimate reason. He's the X factor as to why Tank had a successful pay-per-view bout. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially.
So all right. So I'm gonna ask you this. Now, this is a hypothetical. There's no wrong answer because we don't know. Let's say, name one of Tank's previous opponents. So let's say, I'll give you a good one.
I know exactly what you're about to say.
What I'm about to say?
You better say Rolly.
I actually was.
I know you was.
At first I was gonna say Hector Garcia, but let's go with Rolly, since Rolly is somebody who he carried his weight in the pay-per-view build up. Can y'all write down in the comments for me what Tank and Rolly did in terms of pay-per-view numbers, please?
I think they said it was like right up on 300K. Like I think they said like 275 or something like that. Like right up on 300.
So
I think.
If somebody could find me, somebody search that up real quick and let me know so we can just go off of that. So let's say, but for now, let's just say it is 300K, right? Ryan Rolly. That's a possible fight for Super Bowl weekend, according to Oscar De La Hoya, right? What do you think them numbers will look like? Do you think that that'll overthrow Tank and Rolly?
Yeah, I think Ryan and Rolly, like, I think Ryan and a name, like Ryan in a name and sport, I think the floor is like 300K. That's what I think. Personally. I think Ryan and Rolly would do and what I'm gonna say next is gonna be crazy, but it's gonna be true. I think Ryan and Rolly would do 500, 600K, but this is what I'm gonna say next. I think Ryan and Adrian Broner beats every single pay-per-view Tank has ever had. Well, besides Tank and Ryan. I think Ryan and Adrian Broner do like 350, 400K pay-per-view buys.
Even considering how Broner's been looking lately, you think?
Yes. You know, man, everybody gonna be behind Broner.
The buck. I buy pay-per-views on a regular. I'll be having niggas come over. The last joint I bought was fucking Jermall and Canelo.
Yeah.
I bought Jermall and Canelo prior to that. I bought Plant and Benavidez. I'm not buying that. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
What, Ryan and Adrian Broner?
I wouldn't buy that.
I'd probably go to a bar and watch it, but that fight, because you gotta think in terms of casuals, Adrian Broner is a huge casual name in the sport.
My homie Note said that Rolly and Tank did 210.
Oh damn, I was off. I gave him more credit.
Damn. Okay.
But yeah, Adrian Broner's name as a name still holds like weight with casuals. So I feel like if people heard like, oh, AB about to fight Ryan, shit, I think AB and like Devin Haney big. I don't think it'd be huge, but I think it'd do decent. I think you could put it on pay-per-view.
Yeah, especially in comparison to what they've been putting on pay-per-view lately. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But your point could be valid, but as of right now, it's like you speaking and you making a point, but I'm the type person that I need to see some type of consistency in order to like make this claim that Ryan Garcia is this pay-per-view draw. So until and I think in all honesty, if Rolly was this Rolly, I'm not talking about Rolly. If Ryan was this big pay-per-view draw, how we say he is, then why isn't he fighting Oscar Duarte on pay-per-view?
And I was just about to get back around to that. I'm glad you said that. But even in terms of what you're saying, like, I feel the same way. Everything I'm saying, these is my inclinations. These are my projections. This is what I think is down the line. You know, I could be right, I could be wrong, but it's just what I think. But in terms of the Oscar Duarte fight, I feel like it's more of a situation where, and Ryan said it himself, is like, not every fight has to be a pay-per-view fight. And honestly, I feel like this is what got a lot of these young fighters' heads fucked up, thinking they about to get all this money. It's like, yeah, you can make a big event, you can make a pay-per-view fight, but the fact that we put in any rinky-dink ass fight on pay-per-view is part of what's wrong with the sport of boxing right now. So the fact that he's actually said himself, like, I'm not gonna rob the fans with this fight, this is not a pay-per-view fight, I feel like
you believe that, bro? Do you believe that?
What you mean? He not like him saying that instead of him just thinking like, oh, it's not gonna do good?
But do you genuinely believe that Ryan means that shit? Do you
Like
think
he don't care about robbing the fans?
bro?
I think so.
We seen Floyd walk to the ring with a motherfucking ski mask on. Bro, these fighters love stealing money from fans.
But you gotta think about who you talking
Ain't
about.
no way you
That's
that
Floyd
much,
Mayweather.
bro. You come on, man. I don't believe that at all.
I think Ryan, like,
I don't want to take money from the people.
but
Bullshit.
I honestly think Ryan is like one of those fighters who, because even like we was talking about earlier, he ain't had to sign that damn contract. He ain't had to take a rehydration clause. Even now, like you said, some people don't believe him, some do. When Ryan got hurt in camp, he could have said, "Damn, people gonna say I pulled out the fight again, but I'm just pull out." But he said, like, no, I put on this event, I done talk this shit up. I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. So in that sense, it's like he risked his O. In this day and age where everybody cares so much about whether they win or lose, and everybody know how important that is, he risked his O just to put on this big event. And some people can say like, "Oh, he did it for the money." This, that, third. Okay. Let's say he did do it for the money. Okay, he still put on this event. You say what?
There wasn't no title on the line. It wasn't nothing really in depth.
But think about what you're saying. If that's the case, that makes it even more. That makes it even better that he did it. He took this risk basically for no reason. He took this risk basically to tell everybody.
No, he took the risk because the bag was good.
Okay, of course.
Wasn't good. He wouldn't have accepted the rehydration clause. He would have fought at 35. Period.
You're probably right, but you know
his O. He
but
ain't
you know what?
Sold it.
You can say that. You can say that. But at the end of the day, he still got his fans. He's still big in the sport, you know. So, motherfuckers still want to see him fight. Motherfuckers still want to, and that's the craziest part about it. It's like people thought that when he got beat by Tank, it was just gonna be finally we got rid of that Instagram model. It's like, all right, the same way Sugar Ray Leonard lost, the same way Marvin Hagler lost, like the same way the greats in the past could lose. You can still lose a day. Like I think Shakur gonna get knocked out next week. I think he getting knocked. I think he getting knocked out. I think Shakur about to get his ass whooped the same way Stephen Fulton got whooped by the monster. That's just me. But guess what? If Shakur go up there and get his ass whooped, guess what? That nigga just had your card. You can come back from that, maybe get your rematch, and you can still go on to be the greatest of this generation. Just because you lose don't mean it's over. Because
to be fair, I don't know what everybody else talking about, but I never looked at Ryan Garcia as like the social media. Like he big on social media, but I don't look at him how I look at the Jake Pauls and the KSIs and all that because Ryan actually fought. You know what I'm saying? Like he actually had an extensive amateur background.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
but he did come up with Jake Paul in them. He did. He was making the videos. He was in the
but like
goofing
off. From what I understand, Ryan had over 100 Emmys.
Exactly. So that's where the confusion come in.
Not like Jake Paul who ain't had no amateur experience, just hopped off the Disney Channel and started throwing gloves on.
Right.
Oh, they came from totally separate situations. Ryan came up in boxing.
Yeah.
So although he may be heavy influence on social media and things like that, and he knows how to use that tool to his advantage. Like I said, he may be associated with them guys. He may get along with them guys, what have you. They might throw them in the same category, but he's a real fighter. You know what I'm saying? So I never, I wasn't like, oh, we got rid of that dude. You know what I'm saying? Nah, not at all.
I mean, I feel like, I wasn't saying like you personally, but I just feel like a lot of people thought that, like, I thought he was going to beat Tank, but at the end of the day, I knew Tank could have beat him. So I was just like,
what? Yeah, you fuck with Ryan heavy, bro.
I do.
I do. Why?
Because I feel like Ryan, he represents like this generation. Like he kind of represents kind of how like things is changing. And he's like, even like, think about this, bro. Because I be on I don't know if you know I don't know if you care about like name dropping channels and shit. Some people be tripping about that shit. But like Coach Malachi channel, I'll be watching his channel, And he always talk about like, oh yeah, you know, these dudes ain't got the Floyd blueprint. These dudes ain't got the Floyd blueprint. And now I'm not saying Ryan Garcia got the Floyd blueprint, but if you look at the type of shit Floyd was doing, like Floyd was doing WWE, Floyd was doing Dance with the Stars, like Floyd was like out here doing shit that like you don't really see boxers doing. And then you come to this generation and you kind of see Ryan, he big into social media, big into the influencers and stuff. And then we look to today and see Floyd Mayweather doing these basically influencer events, fighting the Logan Pauls, fighting these guys. And now you see Ryan kind of positioning himself with these the misfits guys, like calling them like y'all suck, y'all can't get nothing, like y'all ain't no real boxers. But to me, I really think Ryan set himself up to like down the line in the future, he gonna be fighting them same misfits guys, and they gonna have their own name from misfits, and he gonna have his name from boxing and the social media, and they gonna be doing like mega event fights, just keeping the sport alive and relevant. Because to me, I feel like that's what's gonna have to happen for the sport to keep growing. Like people don't like the influencer events, people don't like the MMA shit, but all it is like we say you got to get the casual viewers. All it's gonna do is get the casual's eyes on the sport. And even though this is a goofy event happening, if you look in this direction, oh, you can see, oh, there's a Jerron Bucendis back there. There's a Xander Zayas back there coming up. But it's all about getting eyes on the sport, you know. That's just how I feel, though.
So somebody in the comments said, did this nigga say Ryan running this generation?
I ain't say that. I said I feel like he kind of represents the generation in the sense of how things are changing. Like Ryan is a pioneer. Like Ryan is like started the social media. And you know what's crazy? I heard somebody say something that was crazy, and they made a good point. And Bill Haney said it too. Devin Haney was on YouTube before Ryan Garcia was.
He was vlogging, bro.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
Bro, he not on TikTok doing challenges and all that type shit.
No. But look what we talking
about. He not over here hitting pads and doing
guess what you tell me?
He not over here doing little dancing challenges and all that, bro.
You know what I heard from you right now? You know what I heard from you right now?
What?
I hear you saying Ryan finessed social media better than Devin finessed social media.
Bro,
you saying he was vlogging?
That's like abundantly clear.
Okay, but what I'm saying is
he utilized social media better than Devin Haney. Yeah, I don't think I don't think any real boxer in boxing right now has like took advantage of social media how the way Ryan Garcia has. Like that's clear.
But what I'm saying is the fact that he did it the way he did do it. He's a pioneer in the sport.
For what he's contributed in terms of like promoting, marketing himself on social media. Is that what you're talking about? Because besides that, he hasn't really done anything significant in boxing.
But that's what I'm saying in terms of like the marketing, in terms of the marketing and like getting yourself out there. And we saying he ain't done that, but at the end of the day, he put on one of the biggest events in boxing that we done seen in years. Like that's an accomplishment in itself. Because if you want to say that, we can go back to the Tank situation. The nigga Reggie built. He got Reggie built. We all know he got Reggie built. Tank ain't done nothing in the sport, ain't done much to a lot of people. Now I judge Tank differently than a lot of people judge Tank because I see Tank as a super featherweight. So when he going up and fighting Barrios and when he jumping through these weight classes, I feel like he's doing a lot.
Jordan Sheriff says to be a fighter of a generation, you need generational talent, not just clout.
Okay, and we don't know if Ryan got generational talent. It's all of this stuff is still being written.
Yeah.
The same way we think Shakur Stevenson, Floyd Mayweather 2.0, when he just the untouchable Jesus Christ child of this generation of boxer. All right, we gonna see. That's what everybody say.
You say you see Shakur getting knocked out this weekend.
I see him getting stopped.
Like, with what? Based off what?
You know, I mean, I'm gonna do a video on it, but we can get into it a little bit. First of all, Shakur, the competition he's faced up to this point has given him like no type of preparation for this guy. He has fought nobody with the level of athleticism that Edwin De Los Santos has. He doesn't fight athletes. It's a difference. When Shakur was at 126, when Shakur was at 130, he was the biggest nigga in the weight class. Pause. And I'm not saying he was the tallest. I'm not saying he had the longest arms. But if you look at Shakur, like if you go back and watch Shakur's fight against Jermall Herring, his frame in the ring, he looked like a 140 pounder. Like to me, Shakur, Teofimo, Jermaine Ortiz, they all look physically the same to me. And to be honest with you, Teofimo looked smaller than Jermaine and Shakur to me a little bit. Teofimo looked leaner. But yeah, and Edwin De Los Santos' foot speed. And what's really gonna hurt Shakur, I feel like, is the fact that his offense is like the way he utilizes his offense is predicated on him being right outside of range. So if you're because he wants to pull his head straight back, and let's not forget about that, he pulls his head straight back so he can retaliate, so he can counterpunch you. But him pulling his head straight back makes him have to be in the same spot to come back and attack you. So what happens when you've been fighting all these guys that you're faster than them, you're more athletic than them, you're quicker than them, your reflexes are better than them. Now you're in here with somebody who's probably faster than you. They might have better reflexes than you. They close. Well, I ain't gonna say that because Shakur got elite reflexes, but they can close the distance. And another thing I noticed about De Los Santos is
who you say close the distance?
De Los Santos can close the distance. And Shakur
based off of what fight have you seen that?
Man, have you watched the whole El Rayo fight, or did you just watch the highlights?
No, I watched it live when it happened.
Okay, but I'm saying, like, have you went back and rewatched it recently?
I know what I saw.
Okay, but what I'm saying is sometimes when we see certain fights, it's like we remember certain things. It's like, oh, he was knocking his ass, he was stepping to him, he was because everybody keeps saying oh, Edwin De Los Santos is so aggressive, he's so aggressive, he comes forward. If you really it's on YouTube, they done finally posted the full fight. If you go back and watch that fight, that nigga was setting traps. He was fainting. He was stepped on the line, getting off the line. He was ducking, giving you looks. He was moving his head. It wasn't just him coming straight at El Rayo. He was moving laterally. He was changing angles. He wasn't just coming straight in the line. He was getting inside, getting outside. He was coming at you, jabbing, getting off the line, still looking at you to see if you about to come with the counter, and then get back on the line. Like he was doing pull counters when he wasn't even getting no punches thrown at him because he was anticipating shots being thrown, pull counter, and then come back in. Like Shakur ain't never fought nobody like that,
man. All right. What up, fellas? What's up?
What's up, Claymore? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great, man. How you gentlemen doing this evening? How you doing,
Nate? I fuck with your setup, man. That shit look official.
Man, I'm trying to do something, man. I'm not there yet, but this is just my little man cave, bro. I'm trying to convert it into something right here.
Yeah, that shit gangster. I fuck with that.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. Yeah. I think it's an interesting conversation you guys are having tonight, man. A real interesting conversation. It's going into I also wanted to tap into the Ryan situation to say I understand what you're saying, family. Like as far as the eyes that Ryan brings with him wherever he goes, right? Like I get that, right? But I think for me, I think there's a separation in between boxing accolades and social media presence and bringing people to buy pay-per-views and tickets and things of that nature. Like I respect that. I agree with you that Ryan does bring that with him, even though he's only had one pay-per-view. So I feel like he needs to have at least 2 or 3 before I crown him any type of pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? King or anything like that.
That's I said he need a track record.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? But I get where you're going. Where you're going with your thinking. Like I see where you're going with your thinking. Right. But at the end of the day, I think Gervonta Davis it's not arguable. Like he is the face of boxing. Like he's must see fights. He's must see boxing. Am I bugging? Like when he fights, you gotta watch him because it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be explosive shit going on, and somebody's probably gonna get stopped. Ryan is not necessarily that.
Well, I think that in today's age, like just a small comparison, you know how like in the 60s and the 50s you had like Russia and America and everybody else was peons. Like, but now we starting to get into a more multipolar world where China might have a say in something, South Korea might have a say, Japan might have a say. I think that's kind of how it's becoming with boxing. Instead of us saying like, oh, we have a face of boxing, I think there's faces of boxing. And then depending on what weight class you in, might have a different level of star power. Like overall, Tank not bigger than Canelo, but because and honestly, it might be the demographic too. Because honestly, I feel like my little cousins and stuff, all them, Devin, Shakur, Tank, like all my little like guys around me, because I'm 27, but all my younger people, you know, they 18, 20, all that. So in that age range, Tank might be bigger than the Canelo. But it just depends on, you know, what demographic you're looking at. But overall, I would say Tank is a face of American boxing, like Canelo. But like you go over to Japan, you got Inoue. You go to England, you got Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. Now they're all global stars, but you know what I'm saying?
No, I hear what you're saying, but I disagree. I don't think none of those dudes you mentioned, except for maybe, I mean, Inoue might have his following in Japan, but I just think when you're looking at boxing, I don't care where it's at. I don't care where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Tank just holds that weight. You know what I'm saying? I just think he is that guy. He's that guy. Now Ryan brings his gimmick, but I mean, and I don't want to say gimmick. I don't want to disrespect dude. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying at the end of the day, Jake Paul, KSI, Logan Paul, Ryan just happens to have a professional record. You know what I'm saying? He has a professional record. That's the only thing that separates him from those guys.
So even if he's beating former champions, even if he's beating contenders, it's just like
but what I'm talking about is, okay, what I'm saying to you is prior to Tank, he didn't have any pay-per-views. Why?
I mean, there wasn't really nobody to put. I mean, you could have said that Devin Haney when he ducked him, apparently, but I mean,
Devin Haney's not even a damn pay-per-view star.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. That would have been a potential name you could have. But even at that time, Ryan and even at the time when they said Ryan ducked Devin Haney, they were both prospects. Anyway.
Okay, so let's look at it like this. Gervonta's a pay-per-view star. With how long has he been doing pay-per-views? How many pay-per-views did he do before Ryan?
He's only had about 4 or 5. I think his first one was Leo Santa Cruz.
Right. And who else?
Leo, Hector,
Rolly, Isak.
All right.
Isak, yeah. I'll give Rolly the respect off the strength of that boy's mouth. It's crazy, right? Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely pause.
So, you know what I'm saying? All right? Pause, you know what I'm saying? But the other two guys, what I'm trying to show you is Tank was carrying pay-per-views on his back in real life. Like in real life, he was on pay-per-views and people were buying pay-per-views with nobody on the other side of the ring. With nobody. He's making other people money. If Ryan was really all that exciting and he was this guy that you're describing, where was the interest? Where was his pay-per-view? Where was
exactly what I was saying?
I see what you're saying, but
that's exactly what I was saying.
Right, and I'm gonna go back to my other point that I told you.
Like just to say,
Ryan is younger. Ryan is younger, right? So you move people at certain levels, right? And the thing about it is, we're saying Tank is carrying these pay-per-views. These fucking fights aren't supposed to be on pay-per-view. If you putting fights on pay-per-view,
I don't know if that's a shot at Tank or not, but that just makes it sound even crazier.
I'm not saying it's a shot.
No, I'm not saying like your shot, but I'm saying what you just said just made Tank sound even more amazing. Like what you just said made him sound even crazier to say that, because I agree with you, right? Yeah. They weren't pay-per-view worthy, right? Like, but Tank is such a big star that's where it happened at. Right?
I mean, no, because we see Showtime, PBC out of business right now. Like that's a bad business model.
Showtime closing doors. PBC not out of business though.
Well, yeah, Showtime is, but Showtime is that they contributed to them losing money. Like y'all have put these events on pay-per-view. That's not like it's nice to say it's not, because now your pay-per-view numbers is damn near a boxing statistic now. That's damn near part of your attributes now in today's game. So at that point, it's like, we do that. They're doing that for that.
Bro, are you giving Tank the blame for why Showtime closing doors?
No. I'm saying Showtime, they had a fucked up business model.
Yeah, that's
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Tank, because they was putting fucking Andrew Ruiz and fucking King Kong Ortiz on pay-per-view. Like, that's not a pay-per-view fight. It's not. But it's a fucked up business model. So to keep this business model, to say, oh, we're doing pay, they was literally just doing pay-per-views just to do them and losing money.
Okay. All right. I mean, look, I respect your opinion because at the end of the day, that's all it is, man. We all got opinions, bro. So none of us is. It's not facts. Nobody. It's just how you see it. I definitely think though, when it comes to boxing, Tank, I think there's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this shit. When we talk about boxing, there's you're talking about Tank and you're talking about Ryan. And another thing, if Ryan. Because I heard somebody say, "Oh, Ryan had a bruised rib and Brian was dehydrated." If that's the only reason that Ryan lost that match, then why did he switch trainers? Why did he go to Derek? Why is he trying to learn boxing again? I think he understands that. I think Tank put a light on the fact that, bro, you got a lot of shit to work on. You're not on my level. There's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about boxing accolades, it's two separate conversations. When you're talking about social media following, more people like Ryan being more popular in the world outside of boxing, I wanted to emphasize on that. Outside of boxing, yes, but inside of the boxing world, it's a different conversation. It is what it is. But not just to move.
And I want to expand on that point because just being in boxing and training professional fighters, all that good stuff, bro. None of these fighters come in 100%. None of them. There's always a nagging injury, whether we talking about bruised knuckles or they might have a bruised rib going into a fight. They might have a sprained ankle. None of these dudes come in 100%. So I'm not going to sit here and act like one of the main reasons Ryan lost against Tank Davis was because his rib was hurting or because of some type of rehydration clause or whatever. I don't care what weight that fight was at. I think even if they didn't even put a rehydration clause on it, the fact still remains that there's a lot of holes in Ryan Garcia's game. He's extremely limited. He lacks the fundamentals. And that's exactly, and he's well aware of that. And that's exactly why he went to a fundamental base trainer in Derek James. It was a strategic move. You know what I mean? He's aware of the mistakes he's making. And he went to somebody and hopes to fix those mistakes. We'll see it against Oscar Duarte, but the thing is like it had very little to do with what they putting out there, man. It wasn't an injury problem. It wasn't a hydration problem. It was a skills problem.
It was skills. It wasn't. Yeah, he didn't get tired. He didn't get. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't. He just was. The boy threw like 5 left hooks in a straight row, bro. Like I don't know.
How can you say a dude that got a rehydration clause ain't get tired?
What did he? You saw the fight? I saw the fight. I don't know. He was fighting.
He was fighting good, but
he was not.
Like I said, anything I say, y'all gonna say I'm cap. Anything I say, y'all gonna say I'm cap for Ryan. But okay, just take this for instance.
Wait, fam, you think he was fighting good? You really think he was fighting good?
No.
I mean, he outlanded Tank that fight.
Tank,
but that's on purpose, right? That's
he outlanded.
Punch, bro.
Yeah, Tank is setting him up, right? We understand that. Tank he's doing the same thing. You know that's what it was. Come on, man.
You watch.
I mean, it's just funny to me because it's like okay. For instance, Mark, your name Mark, right?
My name is Mark. Yeah.
Okay,
Mark.
just making sure. It's funny with YouTube because it's like we all want to call each other by our YouTube names, but it's like yeah, whatever. But you say, oh, the injury had nothing to do with it. He hit Ryan exactly in the spot where he got the rib injury.
And what was the first knockdown to the body, sir?
Okay, and Mark, what did Ryan do after the first knockdown?
He did what the fuck he was supposed to do.
What
he was supposed to do?
What did Tank say he was gonna do to Ryan if he knocked him down like Luke Campbell knocked him down? What did Tank say he was gonna do?
Okay, so because Tank didn't put him down for good.
No, I'm just saying.
He's just completely disregarding the fact that he got his shit rocked up top and downstairs.
He got his shit rocked up top
because he had no defense.
Wasn't wobbly. Wasn't falling over himself. Got up, went right back to doing what he was doing. Same.
Does that make him good? Does that make him good?
No. But I'm saying
he got right back to what he was doing.
I'll meet you halfway. Mm-hmm. Ryan got balls. He got up and he fought. I'll meet you halfway. When he got up, that's hard. He could have stayed down. Is that what you're trying? Because that's all I got for. That's all I got for what you just said. There is. I don't got nothing else but that.
And your boy quit. So remember that.
And
I mean, it sound good. It sound good, but you ain't never had an injury rib. Like you can't
Was the rib broken?
They said it was. They said the nigga went to the hospital. If you got to go to the hospital,
you better go to the hospital.
But think about
you said he went to the hospital, but I'm gonna tell you what he did. Also, he went to the post conference, and he had a nice little post conference. And I ain't see him rolling his rib. I ain't see him like he went to the post conference.
That boy rib wasn't broken, cuz.
Yeah, I didn't see no broken rib at the post conference.
I ain't say it was broke. I said he had an injured. I said he had an injured rib.
That boy had a nice Mari outfit on.
You get
the Mari outfit was clean. Your boy was up there looking like he was getting ready to go to the club. He did not. Your boy was clean.
He was fresh.
He was fresh. He was looking. You know what I mean? He went and got Tank's number. Like, yo, we got a bill.
And you see Jermall Charlo tried to take his swag against Canelo. You see Jermall Charlo tried to have the glitter shorts on against Canelo.
Let's not bring him up. I don't like talking about him, bro. He was a.
I don't
know who's worse, him or Tyson Fury. I don't know who's worse, Jermall or Tyson Fury. I don't know.
But what I'm saying is, though, y'all,
I don't know.
Because I ain't gonna try and convince y'all or nothing. Because I done seen the fallout since Ryan done lost and how everybody, how they talk about him, knowing the facts. But people pick and choose when they take in facts and ignore facts. But
big facts.
I'm saying is 140.
Okay. Well, all right.
What about it?
That's what's up.
What about it is Ryan gonna be waiting on Tank when Tank ready to put his big boy shorts on and stop with the rehydration clauses.
Bro,
fight a man.
What's Ryan Garcia's record at 140, sir?
I'm telling you, based off of, and like I said, at the end of the day,
you ain't gonna even wait to see him fight. That's what Mizuma's saying. That's what Mark's saying. You ain't gonna even wait to see him fight at 140. You just already.
What I'm saying is, I know Ryan. I've been watching Ryan for a long time. Ryan does best. He knows Ryan. Ryan does best. Look. I said I've been watching Ryan for a long time. I ain't say I know Ryan. Well, I mean, I know Ryan is out. I said I've been watching him.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. I don't think that fight does the numbers you think it's gonna do the second time around. I think the first time there was
bro. Because the thing though, they're gonna have to convince fans who bought the pay-per-view the first time that Ryan Garcia is somehow different.
Or that Javonte's different.
All he gonna say.
They seen this man quit. It wasn't competitive. He didn't even make it to the later rounds, bro. They're not gonna.
He didn't make it to the later rounds because Tank hit him in the spot where he heard the moles say he was hurt.
He didn't make it to the don't look right. If you go watch the replay right now, it looked real bad the way he took the knee, the way Tank was. He was looking at Tank. He looked like a kid who's getting beat by his daddy. Like, and I'm not trying to. I'm just talking about like in real life.
I know exactly what you're talking about. The body.
It was crazy. The way he looked up and he just kind of like and when it was bad for him. Okay, but it's cool. Look.
He looked up because he was thinking this bitch ass nigga really hit me in my rib where the mogul told him he hit me in the rib.
Nah,
this bitch ass nigga.
He was looking up at that nigga like, let me tell you what he looked at him like. He looked at him like, yo, you gonna hit me again, bro?
Nah,
he looked at him like, you gonna hit me again? I'm on my knee. You gonna hit me again?
He looked at him like this nigga really hit me in my rib.
He got up exactly at 10,
bruh. With the broken rib. With the broken rib, he got right up and walked over his corner. And I mean, look, it's cool. I hear you. But look,
bro, just say it, bro.
Shakur and De Los Santos. Shakur and De Los Santos, right? Now, you made a big prediction. That was a big one. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I heard people say it's gonna be a tough fight for Shakur. I've heard that much. I don't think so, but I've never heard nobody actually say like that, this dude's gonna stop Shakur.
He gonna stop Shakur. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Like it's gonna be like
bad.
It's gonna be somewhere between Errol Spence and Stephen Fulton. Like it's gonna be between there. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be like one extreme or the other, but it's gonna be like right between. No. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you this. Take that back.
Now I'm definitely watching the fight.
But listen. It's gonna be between Fulton and Shakur. I mean Fulton and Errol Spence. Unless Shakur ain't got no heart, then it's gonna look like Charlo and Canelo.
That's not the case, right? We know through other fighters.
Know what?
We know through other fighters' description of Shakur that he a dog in the gym. That he fights.
Lord,
that he spars.
The sparring.
He spars.
The sparring in the gym stories. Oh my God.
No, well, I'm just saying you have no evidence. You have no evidence or no reasonable reason to question the dog in him because you've never seen him out-dogged. So you were the one closer to making something up than me. No, you're way closer to making something up than me.
He ain't been in the ring with no dogs.
Okay, but he's
Oscar
spars.
Valdez, he a dog.
Oscar Valdez is
Oscar Valdez is a
he's
dog.
Dog food. He's dog food. He's not a dog.
He's not.
He's dog food.
Like
130. 130.
126.
Dog. 130 dog food. I'm sorry.
All right, so
You've
look.
seen it.
So it's safe to say. So if Shakur, let's say Shakur stops. Let's say Shakur stops this dude, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
What is your opinion of Shakur? Because right now you don't have a high opinion of Shakur.
If Shakur stops De Los Santos,
right?
Depending, well, you saying if he stops him,
or if he like dominates him bad, like beats the shit out of him, like he should have been stopped and just didn't get stopped. Like I'm talking about a one-sided, convincing, one-sided ass whooping when you like, damn.
If he does that, him and Tank is a 60-40 fight.
Okay. All right.
If he does that, but I still like. I'm just not a big fan of Shakur.
I'm still stuck on his reasoning behind why De Los Santos beat Shakur. Did you hear him?
I mean, I can elaborate if you want me to.
Go, dude. We're here for you, brother. We want to hear all the. We want all the facts. We want all to know. We taking notes.
But like I told Mazuma a little while ago, go back and like I said, go back and watch.
I want
Edward De Los
Santos. Go ahead.
And Valdez.
Nigga, write his shit down.
Yeah, I'm here to learn, bro. I'm here to learn. Go ahead. I got no problem learning, bro. I'm a humble dude, bro. I'm here for it. Go ahead.
Ooh-wee. If you look at Shakur, he reach a lot with that backhand. Like Shakur throw his backhand the same way. Not the same way, because Errol Spence used to be fucking falling all over the place sometimes with his shit. But when Shakur throw that backhand, his right hand beat by his fucking waist. And then Shakur, like I said, he pulls back in straight line, but he also walks back in straight line. And when you got somebody, I'm not saying De Los Santos is like in a way, but the way he
that's what I want to know. I want to know what De Los Santos does that will expose Shakur. I hear you talking about all the holes in Shakur's shit. I want to know what skill set, what boxing skills that De Los Santos brings to the ring. I want to know what you see in De Los Santos, because it sounds like you're basically going to say you're basically saying Shakur's going to lose the fight because Shakur's not up to speed somewhere. I want to know what skill does De Los Santos bring to the table that makes him a factor. Why is he the guy who's going to stop him?
I'm glad you asked that. I'm really glad you asked that because personally, I feel like Shakur is a very good fighter. You'll never hear me say Shakur is not a good fighter. I know
you saying you're a bad fighter if you say you're getting stopped by De Los Santos.
I'm not saying that don't mean you're bad. That don't mean you're bad. That just means you're in a bad style matchup. But back to Edward De Los Santos, and some people they won't believe me. They won't listen.
Okay.
De Los Santos, he's not as methodical, and he probably ain't got as good placement and selection. But De Los Santos, his game is similar to Gervonta Davis's game. It's similar. In terms of the punching power, and honestly, offensively, De Los Santos probably use angles better than Tank do. On offense, defensively on the back foot, Tank probably has better defensive lateral movement. But I'm saying they're similar in terms of when they shift their weight to the ground. When you try to punch at Tank or you try to punch at De Los Santos, and they shift their weight to the ground and they still looking at you, they can explode back with shots. So in a sense where Edwin De Los Santos got,
but he gonna be in range to be able to explode with them shots though.
Edwin De Los Santos got longer arms than Shakur.
That doesn't necessarily mean that you're in control of distance though. I've seen shorter fighters distance amongst taller fighters religiously. I've seen it in gyms all the time. I have a 5'6" fighter that completely outboxed a 6'2" fighter in the amateurs with a jab.
I understand what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying. But now,
and you have the distance, like you understand distance better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we covered the pull counters. We covered the I can get my head out of the way and still be looking at you. And if you follow up, I'm coming back. So now we talking about the footwork and closing the distance. And that's what I was talking about earlier. When you have a guy like Shakur whose whole game is so predicated on being right outside of your range, you playing with fire. Because when you got somebody who they might have longer arms, hell, they might close the distance. Hell, they might time you coming in and then decide to attack you. And because they're faster or as fast as you, by the time you decide, oh, he coming, let me get back out, he might done thrown 2 or 3 punches. So in that sense, Edwin and I'm telling you, go watch Edwin De Los Santos, his footwork when he getting inside, getting outside, and go watch Inoue. Like the way they dart in and out. And that's range control too. That's distance control too. But you don't see it like that because Shakur has a less flashier overall game. So oh my God, his distance. But when you got somebody that can crack, and when you got somebody with hand speed, with combinations, and then they control the distance is the last thing you pay attention to. Tank Davis got good distance. But at the same time, that's not something you think about. But Santos, I'm telling you, when he boxing, if you go back and watch that Rayo fight, when he was putting his hands up and feinting, and when he would see Rayo try to engage, he'll step right off the line because he know, okay, I don't like that range. But then when he put his hands up and stop, and he maybe sees you coming to engage and explodes, now he sees your distance and timing. And another thing about Shakur, I know y'all said y'all want to hear about Santos, but I just got to get back so I can have some type of reference. Shakur, he's quick. I'll dare to even say he has some explosiveness. He's not the most explosive, but he does have explosiveness. But the problem with Shakur is when he just want to touch you, when he want to score points, oh yeah, he can touch you, he can throw nice combinations, flashy, all that stuff. But when Shakur is trying to hurt you, or when Shakur wants to throw a hard shot at you, he start getting real wide with his punches. When Shakur decide, oh, I want to throw some combinations at you, he get real wide. And guess what else? His head is staying in the same spot. When Shakur gets off on guys and tee off, and his head is in the same spot. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, those are just some things that I see.
All right. So are you saying, Shakur's known for what? He has a high IQ, right? In the ring, right?
High IQ, hand speed.
Okay.
I don't think his footwork is that good. I think people conflate Shakur's distance control with his footwork.
I think that
how else is he getting out of the way of punches? How else is he getting out of the range, bro?
But you don't see Shakur like rolling under shots and changing angles and shit. You don't see him doing that.
He don't need to.
Okay, that sound good. That sound good. But at the end of the day,
why does he need to?
But just because
he's never within close range to have to roll underneath shots. He controls distance so well.
But does it not take a higher level of footwork to be able to roll, change angles, and then start an attack? Similar.
Bro, I got 5-year-olds that can do that shit.
I mean, you said that, but when we see Lomachenko dip and shift on offense,
it's a good footwork because it's all flashy and shit like that.
No, that's offensive footwork. There's different types of footwork. You got footworks where people can create different angles offensively, and then you got good footwork defensively where guys are just backing up, moving loudly. It's more akin to a Devin Haney. But all I'm saying is people say Shakur got good footwork when
it's efficient.
It's okay. I'll give you that. You can have that. But let's not act like Shakur got this A+ level footwork where he changing angles and he getting out of the way of shots, getting off the line, like. And
you don't wait, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's efficiency, right?
Right.
And then there's the unknown, right? And what the unknown is, you ain't seen Shakur do it. You're kind of speaking as if because you haven't seen him do it that he can't do it, right? And you're not. I don't think you're acknowledging that he's winning the fight. He's fighting the guy who's in the ring with him, and he's doing what he has to do to beat that guy.
Mm-hmm.
He spars Terrence Bud Crawford, bro.
Do you think Terrence Bud Crawford is trying to Do you think Terrence Bud Crawford really trying to knock him the fuck out when they spar?
Bro.
Do you think that?
What I believe
that
is
Terrence Crawford spars him with a killer intent?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll answer that. I don't think Terrence Crawford is trying to hurt Shakur. Why would he try to do that? You know what I'm saying?
They definitely working though.
Yeah, but I believe he's working for real.
They work,
and I believe Shakur, I believe Shakur was one of the biggest factors in helping Terrence to beat.
Who's De Los Santos sparring?
Right.
I'm glad you asked that.
Because
Go ahead.
Because right now he sparring some dude for Philly and he got the fuck about the ring.
He's sparring a lot of his countrymen, which at first I didn't like. But he had one guy who I did some research on that actually, when I looked at him, I looked at some of his prime highlights. The nigga old now. I don't know if y'all know him.
What's his name?
Claudio Marrero.
Claudio Marrero.
Marrero. Yeah.
Nothing like Shakur.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this dude is not seeing nobody like Shakur. You talking about Shakur ain't seen somebody like Del Santos. I know he ain't seen nobody like Shakur, and I'm almost sure, and I know Del Santos ain't Terrence Bud Crawford, and I know Del Santos ain't sparred nobody like but I don't think he sparred a Keyshawn Davis. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's done that. So he's getting looks in the gym that what it is he's making it look so easy, he's not impressing you. That's what it is. He's doing it so smooth that he's not impressing you. You haven't seen him get any real. You haven't. Bye. Okay, that part.
No, you get your shit off, man.
Yeah, I think what he's confusing is that he ain't seen Shakur in certain situations, and he's assuming that he can't deal with those situations. And I believe he's seen so many more situations inside his gym, bro. I think he has one of the best gyms in the game. I think who he's sparring, who he's dealing with, I think that makes the biggest difference is the looks. He's getting these looks. I don't think De Los Santos has got no Shakur Stevens looks. He ain't looking at nobody like that except for on pay-per-view, on TV. Am I bugging? I'm probably bugging.
At all. You're totally right. You've been on the money this whole time. You haven't really said anything I disagree with. But the thing is, it's like when I look at this fight, like I've seen De Los Santos fight, of course, Rayo. I've seen him fight most recently, his last fight, Joseph Adorno. I know Joseph Adorno personally. And just looking at the fight, against Joseph Adorno, he had some good boxing ability. You know what I mean? He had a strong jab, explosive. But that's all I really see in him too much. Like, it wasn't really nothing that was amazing about like his boxing ability. He didn't really show me anything. I was like, oh shit, like that's top tier. What's dangerous about him is that he's explosive, and a lot of the shit that he's putting out there got bad intentions on it, even his jab. You know what I'm saying? So if knowing Shakur and what he's been able to do, he's fought aggressive fighters in the past. Now Oscar Valdez, he's aggressive. He's an aggressive boxer puncher. Is he as big as De Los Santos? No. Is he as strong as De Los Santos? I highly doubt it. But I think he's been in situations where he's faced that before, because what De Los Santos brings to the table, you can find that in the majority of gyms. You know what I'm saying? That's not me disrespecting De Los Santos' ability or anything like that, but I'm talking about the people with sheer explosiveness and power and who have ill intentions on a lot of the punches that they put out there.
Right.
That's you can find that, especially where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So I think once Shakur is able to neutralize De Los Santos' jab for the most part, because it seems like in that Joseph Adorno fight, his jab was really key to his victory. You know what I'm saying? So I think if he's able to neutralize that jab from De Los Santos, that he's going to have trouble setting up his combination punches. If he has trouble setting up his combinations, Shakur is going to be able to do whatever he wants with the man. That's what I honestly think is going to happen. I think it's going to be typical Shakur Stevenson type performance where De Los Santos is going to be swinging for the fences. A lot of stuff, either Shakur is going to smother on the inside. I think Shakur's inside game is extremely slept on as well. The way that he finds on the inside is able to touch on, be able to touch him while he's in close quarters, not being able to get hit. You know what I mean, on the inside as well. That's a unique skill that a lot of people don't have. There's a lot of fighters that completely disregard the inside game. They avoid that at all costs, to the point where like they'll tie up and won't consider even throwing a punch until the ref breaks it up. You know what I'm saying? Shakur is working at all times, whether it's on the inside, whether it's mid-range, long range, whatever. And I think the skill set and the tools that Shakur Stevenson has, De Los Santos hasn't ever seen before. And I don't think that he's getting the work needed. If he's sparring Claudio Marrero, like Next Gen said, then that's a huge red flag. Claudio Marrero is not going to get you ready for anybody like Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him. That's why I was looking him up. I'm not familiar with the dude.
Yeah,
I've never heard of him.
I've seen him fight several times. I think he even fought in Bethlehem one time. I've seen this dude perform before, and that's very concerning. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Claudio, he hasn't been doing much in boxing for a while now. If anything, he's on the decline. So I don't know, man. I think
I think next gen. You know, like I think you. I don't know. I think you want to be. I think you want to be the guy who's like exposing. Like he wants to be the exposing. I'm gonna expose this guy instead of just keeping it straight boxing. Like, I think it's real crazy for you to say that you think. I mean, you just basically said Shakur's not all that, and I think that's crazy. I don't think you could say you've seen nothing from him. That this dude's in a pound for pound conversation, bro. Like, why would you say that? Now, it starts to sound like hating when you talk like that. When you don't get to do the respect to be like, I'll go with I think this is going to be a big challenge for Shakur on next Thursday. I think he really this is going to be his best. You know what I mean? The biggest stage he's going to be on, and this is a big fight for him. And if he's not on his P's and Q's, somebody like a De Los Santos can upset him. I'll rock with that kind of talk. You know what I'm saying? But when you go into, he getting stopped, man. He mad wild. You start breaking down his like, I don't know, fam. You don't even do you box like I don't know. I don't know. That sounds like you. I don't know. Like how would if Shakur was sitting here right now in this conversation? I think he'd just be looking at dude like, we need to go spar, bro. Like you need to come to the gym. Like, you got to come to the gym and teach me something because clearly I don't know. And I don't think you built like that. I think that's why Southpaw was, like, going off on old boy. I think Southpaw was feeling that energy where it was just like, wait, do you fight? If you don't fight, you talking fighting shit. Like, you talk shit, niggas should be fight. You talking fight. You're not talking like, I don't know. You ain't talking like Max Kellerman or Paulie Malignaggi or you ain't talking like those you talking like, you got no respect. I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah, I see exactly what you're talking about. He almost talking like a coach.
Yeah.
Like he's speaking as if like, oh, this is your flaws. This is what you doing wrong type shit. And it's like, all right, motherfucker, like if you think it's that easy, why don't you show me something?
That's what he make a nigga want to say to him. He make a nigga want to say that shit. You know what I'm saying? He turn it into that type of conversation where it's like, my dude, you insulting Shakur, all his trainers, all his sparring partners, all you insulting so much, man. Well, I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. I don't know. Look, exactly. I don't train boxers, bro. So he probably know more than me. It is what it is.
Yeah,
nah. I know you don't know more than me.
I don't believe that. But they asking you. They say, Claymore, do you have a YouTube?
Yeah, man, I'm building one, man. I am making one right now. Now I got the channel up, but I only got like I don't know how many, maybe 40 followers. I'm building because I'm watching you guys. You know what I'm saying? You guys are inspiring to me, and I'm like, you know what? Let me get a little channel going, man. Let me get something going. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell you personally that you know what the fuck you talking about, man. So you already got the hard part out the way. Now it's just about consistency and just building your following. So what I'm gonna tell everybody here is everybody that's watching right now, we got 22 people in the building. Yo, Southpaw said he'll help you grow your platform as well, bro. So you definitely
hell yeah. Thank you, brother.
My support. My boy Slime said he gonna subscribe to you, bro. I'm gonna make sure I subscribe to you when I get off of this. You definitely know what you're talking about, bro. I like your little setup, like I said, and you keep it objective. You know what I mean? It seemed like you really know what the hell you talking about. I can tell you've been watching this shit for a while. So yeah, I definitely.
I appreciate it, bro. That means a lot, man. Thank you a lot, bro.
Moving right now, that shit gangsta. I fuck with it. Yeah, Southpaw said he'll help you grow the channel. He got a big platform, so that's definitely a plus.
Oh yeah, I've been watching Southpaw for a long time, bro. I already know.
Sure. Yeah, Ralph said he gonna subscribe too. Yeah, they rocking with you, bro. Jordan gonna subscribe to you. Yeah, we gonna make sure everybody in this motherfucker subscribe to you. Cause that was great. You know what I mean? Started off a little crazy, but we got that shit back under control for
Nah,
sure.
you got it. Yeah. Look, Southpaw's one of them dudes, bro. And I know you respect him on that level where it's like, if he gonna go,
Yeah,
you just gotta let him go, bro. You just gotta let him go, man. It is what it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. He know more. When I saw it, I was smiling. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, all right, Mizuma, I feel you right now. Because you was like, I'm not gonna get monetized. This right. I'm like, yeah, well, you just gotta relax, man, because when the OG speaking, you kind of gotta fall back and just let him have at it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's my guy. So you know what I
No,
mean,
official,
I
definitely.
ain't tripping if one video don't get monetized. It is what it
Nah,
is.
it is what it is, family. It is what it is,
But
man.
before we close this out, I want to ask you about the fight that's coming up. It's not in the title or whatever, but fuck it, we gonna speak on it anyway.
Yeah.
I want to know I want to see what you think about David Benavidez and Demetrius Andre.
Ooh.
Before you get into that, I'm gonna provide my opinion. I posted a couple
Yes,
videos
sir.
about it already. They've been keeping it cool. They're not saying too much or anything like that. They working hard, and it seemed like Demetrius Andre finally got a big opportunity because I feel like his career has just been full of setbacks. You know what I mean? Bad business moves, falling victim to the politics of boxing. In all honesty, even with Eddie Hearn, like Eddie Hearn made sure he was paid. He made sure he was active, but couldn't get him the fights that he was looking for. The Triple G's, the Canelos, of course. Even struggling to get a fight with Jermall Charlo, who's going through his little situations right now. But now Jermall Charlo's on the undercard or whatever, but he has a big fight in front of him nonetheless against David Benavidez. David Benavidez is one of my favorite active fighters in boxing right now. He just came off a good win against Caleb Plant, and this matchup is a very dangerous matchup for both of these guys, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, just speaking on what Demetrius Andre presents. Besides him being a southpaw, of course, I honestly believe he's explosive. Um, he had he's not the most explosive guy. Like he not gonna give you no Gervonta type shit. But when he lets his hands go, he definitely can have some bad intentions on it. He drops about just about everybody he fights. So that
Yeah,
lets
big
you know that,
facts.
yeah, he has some pop on his punches. Fast hands as well. He has great movement, great boxing ability, and he could pull out the awkward shit if need be. Because I've seen that in his arsenal as well. So I think that he gives you a little bit of what Caleb Plant presents in terms of like the movement and the outboxing, but I think that he's slightly more dangerous than Caleb Plant. That's what I believe. I think he's a little bit more polished than Caleb Plant. That's up for debate, and I think his conditioning is better than Caleb Plant, which is one of Caleb Plant's biggest problems, in my opinion. But on top of that, David Benavidez is obviously a tough fight for Demetrius Andre. This is Demetrius Andre's second fight at 168.
Right.
Benavidez, you could make a claim that he's the best at 168 right now, besides Canelo Alvarez, of course. And he's a really big 168, fast hands, puts a
Super
lot of
fast.
accuracy with the body shots. And he's not the biggest puncher, but he has no problem accumulating the motherfuckers either.
Volume is crazy.
Yeah, volume is crazy. You know what I mean? His conditioning is top tier as well. Like that, I never seen that man like fatigued to the point where none of that. Like he looked like he got a full tank from the first round all the way to the 12th, from what I've observed. And he's on a knockout streak right now. I mean, besides that Caleb
Stop
Plant,
it.
a knockout.
Right.
So he was close to stopping him too. So I think this is a dangerous fight for both guys. I think this is I honestly believe this is David Benavidez's toughest test to date, and obviously it's Demetrius Andre's toughest fight to date. What do you think about this matchup, and who you giving the edge to?
Man, I think I mean, off top, I'll just say I am giving the edge to David Benavidez, you know what I'm saying? I do give the edge to him, but that's not taking anything away from Boo Boo, because he really is all the above. The only thing I don't like about Boo Boo is he fades. It seems like he calms down on the second half of the fight a little bit, and I think that's where we're going to see David. I think in that second half, I think after round 5 is when I'm going to get a better understanding of what I'm looking at, because I think we're going to see Boo Boo shine in those first couple rounds. I think if Boo Boo can bait David into a dogfight, if he can bait him and annoy him, which I think David, he impressed me a lot on the Caleb fight, because I thought Caleb was going to get him out of his game. I thought he was so mad and hot at Caleb that he's gonna get out his game, but he really stayed disciplined. He showed me, you know what I mean, what he brings to the table. Like, he's not gonna throw away the fight over emotions. He's gonna stick to the game plan, and he listens to his father. So if Boo Boo can bait him into fighting too aggressive in the first 4 or 5 rounds, I give Boo Boo a high chance of doing something crazy. But in the second half of the fight, man, he just hasn't shown me he's built like that. And at the end of the day, Boo Boo's older now. He's just not who he used to be. So if he wasn't doing it back then, I don't expect him to do it now. You know, and he's up all the way at 168. So I'm leaning towards David, man. I just think David has a discipline, and like you said, his gas tank is infinite. That boy goes hard from round 1 to round 12. And if anything, we're gonna see Boo Boo's gas tank. We're gonna find out, because David gonna show. He gonna show and prove. He gonna step up. He gonna show and prove. I'm leaning towards David. I gotta lean towards David. But Boo Boo is a dog in the fight. He's there to for an upset. He built for that. He the guy who gonna do it. If somebody can do it, he can do it. He built like that. He is. You know. But I'm leaning towards David for sure.
Yeah, I didn't give my take. I also give Benavidez the advantage going into this fight. I just feel like there's a lot of question marks in terms of, I seen that fight with Damon Nicholson with Demetrius Andre. I seen that fight live, and Damon gave him a little bit of trouble. You know what I mean? Like, he won convincingly. Don't get it wrong. I thought he did exactly what he needed to do to win. But you could tell certain shots that was landing on Demetrius Andre, that bothered him. There was a couple like solid jabs that had landed that you could tell like snap Andre head back. You could tell that he wasn't accustomed to that power, and he admitted it during the interview. He was like, yeah, the power definitely different up here, but I did what I had to do to win. He was real transparent in terms of like what he felt in that exact situation. And if he's struggling with the power fight of a lower class like Damon Nicholson, then he got a whole different thing coming with David Benavidez, man, because he top tier. I think he's one of the best fighters in boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I personally think. One of the most exciting fighters in boxing.
You go on David, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, definitely 100. I think David, by the way, for the record, I think David is the best 168 pounder. I hold issue with Canelo. I do. I got issues with Canelo. I ain't gonna hold you, fam. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Trust me, I do too, and I spoke about it on my channel multiple times about my problems with Canelo and how the way he's been moving. But you know, it is what it is. It's still a great fight, but I've seen some people saying that the weight is getting harder and harder for David Benavidez to make. He may be, and this is all speculation at the end of the day, because he looked great against Caleb Plant. But there's people leaving the idea out there that he may be trained to the fight with Demetrius Andre, that he can't afford to be drained against somebody like Demetrius Andre, because he has the potential outbox him and make him run into shots that he may not be able to stand up to. What do you say to people that say stuff like that? I've seen it all over social media and stuff like that.
I mean, at heart, David Benavidez is a fat boy, right? Like, let's be honest, who he really is in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's in great shape. He, like you said, in the Caleb fight, he really showed. I was like, damn, like, boy, looked good at the Caleb. I didn't think he could look like that. So, disciplined guy. Man, bro, that's it's a reasonable argument. It's a reasonable argument because he's really a big dude. We know he's really a big dude at heart. You know what I'm saying? And the conversation is always there for him to go up and you know, give Bivol a run for his money, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always been there, and it's been there for a reason. It's not been there for no reason. It's been there for a reason. Oh, yeah, man. Look, if he cuts too hard, he can be depleted, bro. If he's cutting hard, he cut hard for the Caleb Plant fight, but he looked great in that fight. So, but I think it's a reasonable argument. I ain't mad at the argument. I don't think that's going to be the case, but I get the thinking behind it, though. I do get the thinking behind it. If he's cutting weight hard, boy got a black eye, but I know he's sparring hard right now, too. He's sparring real hard.
Wait, who had a black eye? He does?
David had a black eye. Yeah, yesterday he was talking. He was getting interviewed. Boy had a nice little, you know what I mean?
Oh, that means he putting work in. That's all that means.
That's exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I don't look at like some people's. I mean, I've been involved in boxing so long. I seen this. happen. And usually, if somebody got a black eye in sparring, it's really because he getting some good ass work. You know what I'm saying? He
That's
be
how I looked at it. Yup.
throwing all them dudes. Man, listen, he gonna be all right. I ain't really tripping
I
off
think he
him.
working hard. That was exactly why I brought up to say I know that he working. He ain't playing. He in that gym working. He's sparring hard, fam. So he's coming. He got that look in his eye right now too. He knows what this is. This match is this.
It's every
I believe the winner of this match is the 168 dude, bro. I
it's
just
crunch it's crunch time for Benavidez, bro, because he understands that if he beats Demetrius Andrade, there is only one fight that really makes sense at this point. You know what I'm saying? And if Canelo WBC already trying to line that up. They talking about they gonna make the winner of I don't know if they said David Benavidez or the winner of Andrade and Benavidez the mandatory for Canelo. It seemed like the WBC gonna put their foot down and apply that pressure on Canelo to take that fight. You know what I mean? And I mean through previous like history, the WBC always like backs Canelo or doesn't really put too much pressure
but
on him.
not this time around. Not this
But
time. This time it sounds like
it seemed
yeah.
like trying to understand that it's like, all right, this is a lot of money we could be making. You know what I'm saying? Canelo not fighting nobody that we really care to see or that's going to give us this sanctioning money. You know what I'm saying? They understand that it's a big money fight, and usually the higher the money is, the bigger the fight is, the more they get paid. So I see exactly what they trying to do, and I
Yeah.
think that's the biggest Canelo to make.
Right. And Canelo, the fans are talking loud, man. The fans are talking crazy. You know what I mean? You looking crazy now fighting this dude. You looked crazy going to fight Jermall. You looked crazy going to fight Jermall and leave it David. I know I was looking at him like, what's this? Like giving that was crazy to me for you to give a title fight to somebody 2 weight classes below you and David Benavidez is staying right in your damn face.
With
As
no
the
fight lined up.
you just look crazy. And then you know what I mean? So yeah, bro, like the winner of this fight, it's gonna be barbecue mildew time. You know what I mean? What they say, shit on the pot, shit or get off the pot
Yeah.
for Canelo. That's what's gonna be. Like, get up out of here. If you're done, then you're gonna start dropping some belts, man. We're gonna take this belt up off you, call it a day, man, and start doing it that way.
I agree 1,000%. That's definitely what they need to do. They should have been doing that, all honesty, because they did it. The WBC was applying pressure on Canelo when that whole Triple G situation was going on. They're like, yo, listen, you gonna fight him or not? Like what we doing? And HBO and the WBC, I guess together, forced him to take that fight. And I feel like it's getting to that point for Canelo because he can't even do an interview without somebody bringing up Benavidez now. Like
Listen,
first it was like, yo, what's the possibility of you taking on this young
I don't
guy?
fight Mexicans.
He's like, oh, I represent Mexico. I'm not fighting no Mexicans, blah, blah, blah. Now it's like he can't even take a step outside without somebody bringing up, yo, when you gonna fight Benavidez? And when you gonna fight that Mexican monster? When you gonna fight him?
Yo, Benavidez even changed the name up, bro. He changed the name up and said, I'm El Monstro. He's like, I'm not even a Mexican. I'm not even Mexican no more, bro. I'm really Ecuadorian, bro. Like, really, in real life, I'm not even Mexican. Like, stop using that to not, you know what I'm saying? Stop using that shit.
He's like,
Matter
all
of
right,
fact, I'm dropping my Mexican part. I'm dropping that. I'm not even Mexican. Give me my fight, man. I ain't trying to hear all that nonsense. I want my fair one, period.
yeah, real shit.
Yo, what do you think? What do you think about Jermall?
I was just about to ask you that. That was gonna be the wrap up question. Talking about
Okay.
you asking about Jermall and Jose?
And Jose Benavidez, but really about Jermall, not even about Jose. Like, God bless Jose. I know he gonna give us a good fight, but where are we with Jermall Charlo today? Where are we? What are we doing with him? What you know what I'm saying? Like, are we like coddling him? Are we like feeling bad because he got mental health and we just cheering him on? Is it over for him? Like, what's going on?
Well, we can't really say it's over for him because he still got the title at 160, so he still has some type of crown. You know what I'm saying? He still has some type of relevancy because he's a world champion. As far as me coddling him, not at all. You know what I'm saying? I was been like looking for them to like have him be like a champion at recess or do something to get the middleweight division popping because it's really stuck in the mud right now. Like you got John Beck, you got Carlos Adames, but besides that,
Right.
two other many names. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not coddling Jermall, but clearly the WBC is. They standing by that man. They letting that man do whatever he wants, take as much time as he needs. And this fight isn't even at 160 pounds. This is at a catch weight of 163. So
what is that about?
It could be that he blew up and he probably done put on a lot of weight, and they trying to transition back into 160 pounds, or they trying to build him up to fully acclimate to 168. That's what I think. It's either
I
one.
think that's what it is. Yeah.
During that long layup, he probably hit 200 pounds, and they wanted to have a healthy cut to slowly get back into 160, or they just trying to slowly find their way up to 168. I'm leaning towards the 168 situation because they keep talking about a situation between him and Canelo fighting each other. So I think he's trying to slowly acclimate up to 168 pounds. That's what I think. Now, in terms of that fight, I had when I I didn't know they was gonna have a press conference. First of all, I didn't know they was doing that at all. I just looked on my homepage and I seen that they were live. So I'm like, oh, all right, let me check it out. I don't know why, but like I really didn't anticipate for them to both go at each other. But I really thought about it. I was like, damn, I should have assumed that because Jose always running his mouth.
Jose don't play. The only person I ever seen him show love to is Danny, bro. That's it.
Talking crazy to Danny Pop.
Yeah, he got into it with Danny Pop. He definitely did. He definitely did.
I'm like, yo, I should have just put 2 and 2 together because it's like he run his mouth crazy. Like he don't mind talking that talk to anybody. He gonna say exactly what he gonna do, how he gonna do it, whatever. And then Jermall, he not really like the biggest trash talker, but he get with you if you say something that he don't like or so. I should have figured that they was gonna go at it like that, and that shit got real personal, man. I wasn't
talking about people getting shot. Yo, that shit got deep, fam. That shit got so deep. But I think Jermall was looking. I don't know. I don't know if he was playing with it, if he was baiting us, or if he was being real. Like he was baiting us, like him saying that. Yeah, I'm starting my training camp tomorrow. I ain't like that, but I feel like maybe he was playing with us. Maybe he was playing with us. Like
he definitely playing because he been back in Houston training
with Roy.
Right? He lying because I seen first of all he was in Florida sparring with Roy Jones people and them, so he been in the gym because I think he was supposed to come back sooner than what he was. I think he was supposed to actually come back in September, but he fell back a little bit because he probably didn't feel like he was 100. So. He been training at Ronnie Shields' gym for like a couple weeks now. So he fronting, man. He definitely fronting. I think he doing that just to fuck with Jose's head. Cause Jose, you could tell like he got all like amped up after that. Yo, what you mean? Like what you mean it's your first day of camp? Like and he said that worked to your benefit. What you worried about? It just seemed like mind games being played. Because, and then another thing is, if this is your first day of camp, most likely you're not going to be sparring your first day of camp. And in the photo that he posted on his story, it was him sparring. So I'm like, the first day of camp usually is you working, getting yourself back into shape type situation. But yeah, I think he lying, man. I seen him sparring out in Roy Jones' gym and doing all types of bag drills and stuff like that. He been working. So
that's what I saw. So when he said that, it threw me. I'm like. And then, I don't know, man. He had this look of like, I'm happy he's coming back, man. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I feel like without boxing, some people without that discipline, without something to focus their time into, it can get real toxic. You know what I'm saying? It can get real toxic for them, and I think that's what happened with Jermall, in my opinion. I think the worst thing he ever did was taking a break from boxing. I know people were like, "Oh, yo, that's the best thing." If you're not into it. Some people need that focus, man, because he got into everything else. Boy got smacked in his mouth. Like, you know what I'm saying? He drunk, like, yo, boy was looking crazy, family. Like, boy, you know what I'm saying? That was not a good look.
I think to be more specific, I think that boxing brings structure into their life. You know what I'm saying? It gives them a routine to fall back on, and it keeps them out of trouble, just like it do for the kids in my gym. You know what I mean? If you in the gym for an hour, that's an hour that they're not doing dumb stuff on the streets. So that actually applies to adults as well, because if they don't got no fight day, if they don't got nothing going on, if they inactive, they're going to try to find themselves, they're going to find a way to get themselves busy. You know what I mean? Whether that's them going out or them, you know what I mean, drinking, whatever they find fun. You know what I'm saying? And that shit could lead to chaos. You know what I'm saying?
Especially when money's involved, especially when they get money. You put some money on them, it can get real crazy real quick.
You got a couple dollars, you ain't got shit to do, you bound to do something.
Pushing a foreign, and you in a city with nothing but thick bitches everywhere, bro. and you ain't in the gym, you gonna do something dumb, bro. You gonna get caught up in the hype for sure. So I'm happy to see him coming back. I did feel like, to me, when I saw the little virtual press conference, I said, he playing, man. He trying to feed that. He trying to piss Jose, and I think he did it. He pissed, especially when he got in Jose's business by getting shot. He broke at that point. Jose wasn't cool no more. I felt like at that point, Jermall won the press conference. At that point, Jose was like really flipping. Like, he started explaining himself. Like, you don't even know what happened. Like, you explaining yourself. This is a bad look for you, fam. You ain't supposed to explain no shit like that. What's understood ain't supposed to be said.
Jose said a couple personal things as well. He's talking about you using your mental health issues as an excuse.
Yeah.
He said they told me I would never walk again, and I ain't make no excuses. I came back to the ring. So he's pretty much trying to like degrade him as a man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that approach. Then on top of that, he said some little racist comment I ain't really like. I never really liked the nappy hair type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got busy. He got at him. I heard him say that. I think he got.
Yeah, he said it a couple times, and I'm like, yeah that shit kind of rubbed me the wrong way because, you know, black, brown people, that's something that's used against us all the time, and that's a derogatory term towards black people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you talking about I'm gonna get a comb for your nappy ass hair, and it reminded me back to when Angel Garcia was saying that the Terrence Crawford, calling him nappy head and all this crazy stuff. I never really got into all that, bro. So yeah,
I feel like with Danny and his father though, I think when you talking about Philly niggas and New York niggas and shit like that, it's a little different. But when you go to the West Coast, I feel like that shit is different. Like a Mexican from the West Coast call me a nigga, it's gonna be an issue. I ain't gonna hold you because I know how y'all give it up out there. I know it ain't no love out there like that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the Mexicans,
or like you know what I'm saying? It's more like we won on the East Coast. Like
it's different, so it's not as bad. But when being that David Benavidez and Jose Benavidez, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's a different Latino thing. I think the Mexican thing and the Puerto Rican, Dominican, you know what I'm saying, thing is different. As far, because at the end of the day, with the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans and all that, that's all Afro Latino. That's really like black lot. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
The Mexicans is different. They on some like Indian, Native American, like
facts.
And you know how the jails go out there. The Mexicans ain't fucking with no niggas out there. Like, that is not happening, bro. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from them. You heard?
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
It is what it is.
All right, man. We been on here for like 2 hours and some change, man.
Listen, you running it today, bro. You going ham. You going in.
Oh shit, it's 2 a.m. where I'm at. I gotta get up at 7 and take my ass to work.
What time is it? I'm over here too. I'm over here in PA.
Oh, all right. Yeah, it's 2.
Yeah, it's 2 in the morning for sure.
Yeah, so this was a great live, man. Yo, I appreciate you coming on, man. That was actually pretty dope, man. You definitely got my people supporting you, man. I'm gonna make sure everybody subscribe to your channel once we get off of here. I'm definitely gonna be one of them as well. I've seen you in the chat, but you pretty much be, I guess you just be falling back. You just be
I like it. I enjoy myself, you know what I'm saying? And I like your show from I really like your blogs that you be doing from the whip when you be driving. Like, I don't know if you're going to work or you coming from
I'll be on my way to work. Yeah, when I'm driving to work, I make a video, and then like while I'm walking from the train over to my job, I try to make a video as well. Yeah.
Nah, man, I enjoy those more than anything because I think you get me up to speed, like literally, like I'll be up to speed off them shits. Like, oh, word, I did. So no, you're official, man. I think your future's bright in the game. You got a lot of knowledge and you carry it well, man. And you unbiased, man. You break it right down the middle. I don't hear you fanboying no shit. A lot of these platforms be like, they be extra fanboy. It be crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I call a spade to the best of my ability. You know what I mean? If I feel like something wrong, whether I fuck with that fighter or not, I'm gonna call it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with Shakur, but I ain't like certain things that he went about things. You know what I mean? So I like Jared Anderson, but he just ran into some stuff. I had to speak on that as well from the most standpoint possible. You know what I mean? Yo, I appreciate that super chat too, homie. Thank you.
No doubt. Yeah, Jared, that's another conversation too. Maybe another day. But the mental health thing right now, man, is a big thing right now. When you look at Jermall, when you look at the way Jared carrying it right now, where he's not even committed to the sport the way I think he should be. Even with Keyshawn, Keyshawn broke my heart a little bit with the way he dealt with it. I don't care that he smoked some weed, but I really was feeling some kind of way about the family. You have an opportunity to do something that a lot of people would kill and die for, bro. Make the sacrifices, commit to the sport. De La Hoya said it, and I ain't no fan of De La Hoya, but De La Hoya said you got a small window. You know what I'm saying? To make something happen for you and your family, bro. Focus on that. Do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got caught. I'm not knocking you for getting caught, but just be humble. Lay back. Let the time go by. You already lost the fight with Jose Pedraza. You already lost that opportunity, and just come back better. Same thing with Gervonta, man. I want Gervonta to relax. Like, relax, bro. Stop complaining. Stop cussing this judge out. Stop talking shit about this damn judge, bro.
Videos I was speaking on that too. Yeah, bro.
Leave it alone, man. Just leave it alone, man. I hear you, bro. Family, I hear you. I get it.
Yeah, what you wrong, but sometimes you just gotta fall back. You know what I'm saying? You can't be adding fuel to the fire. You just giving them a reason to keep fucking with you.
They gonna do it, and you know they gonna do it. You know they gonna do it. You keep talking that shit, they gonna violate you in a fucked up way, bro. So, you know, everybody needs to just calm down. Mental health is something serious, man. Find something to focus your energy in, and not everything on your mind you need to say it, especially when you're in those positions, man. That's it. You know.
Exactly. So, yeah, we gonna sign off with that, man. This is Mazuma TV. Yo, I appreciate the boy Claymore Rain for hopping on, man. If y'all not subscribed to the man, please subscribe to the man. This dude is
thank you.
Sure, he definitely got my stamp of approval. Mazuma TV, fuck with the boy Claymore. Slime, Mastermind, everybody, make sure y'all subscribing to Claymore Rain. That's the first thing I'm gonna do once I end this live right here, man. I appreciate you coming on. Yo, we had a good amount of people on the live as well. I believe there's 21 people on the live. Well, from what I see. Yeah, I see.
I think it's 19 right now, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Right now, yo, I appreciate everybody.
Plus 20, yeah.
I appreciate everybody. My boy Slime said he just subscribed to you. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Everybody do that, man. I'm gonna make sure Southpaw back you as well, man. You the truth, no doubt about it. And I look forward to having you on more often. You know what I'm saying? If you need me on your platform, you let me know. You know what I mean? We can definitely chop it up whenever you available, bro. So
thank you, man.
That's how I'm gonna sign off, man. Yo, shout out to the nation, shout out to the mob for checking in. I'll be back with a video in the morning. I hope everybody have a blessed night, man. Take care. I'm out of here, man. Peace.
God bless. Peace.